All right. Hopefully everyone can hear me. And James, are you muted or can you hear me?
No, I'm not muted. I can hear you just fine.
All right. Good deal. Hopefully my stream can hear me. What's up, everyone? Welcome to our first ever podcast titled Beard Talk. As you can tell, we're just two dudes with a beard, so that's where we got the name. No pun intended. But you know. But actually, James, while we're talking about it, I was able to get it set it to like it's podcast. It's titled like talk shows and podcasts. That's what mine shows. So just in case you needed to know.
Yeah, I see that. I actually went and did that as well. So
Okay,
it should have been
you're
updated.
good. You're good. Hopefully my hopefully they can hear me. I'm not 100% sure. I'm really hoping. I'll post in chat and see if anyone can hear us or hear me. That is. I feel like I look really dark in here now. Let me turn on that light too. Add some more lighting in here.
Yeah, no, you're coming in loud and clear. I
Good
went
deal.
ahead and turned up your stream volume real quick for a second.
Good deal. Hey, what's up, Signal 9? Yeah, Beard Bros, that's right. You can call us the Beard Bros. Feel free. Let me actually pop out my chat real quick. I like it better popped out so I can just kind of move you guys over here. There you go. That's what I needed. John Bundy's in here. What's up, Bundy? How you doing, man? Good to see you in here. Thanks for everyone for tuning in to Beard Talk. I really appreciate everybody being here, hanging out with us. We got some topics we're going to go over. I know James has picked out quite a few things that he wants us to talk about, ask a few questions, things like that. So feel free to chime in and chat. Let us know your thoughts. Ask any questions you have over anything. It'll be hopefully a fun time. I'm hoping to enjoy it.
Absolutely. And if you guys ever have any topics, go ahead and let us know so that way we can try to cover it now or in a later stream.
100%. And those who don't know, this is James. He is on Twitch as well under Beloved. Or I'm sorry, it's I had it in my head. SevenBeloved. Sorry,
Yeah.
SevenBeloved. Yeah, you can link it in chat if you want. Actually, I can link it too. There you go. That's his channel on Twitch. Feel free to give him a follow if you want. Go over and talk with him as well. He's also streaming. Yeah, there he is right there. Woo, that's him. But again, this is our first podcast. I hope it looks good. Let me know what you guys think about the background, anything like that. Bundy, I know you are very theatrical and stuff like that with camera, stuff like that. Well, James, thank you for the 1 bit, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and get started. James, I know you had some questions you wanted to bring up, things like that. So what did you have in mind? I'm just gonna sit here and toke on my vape.
Yeah. So one thing I was just gonna, I was just trying to come up with some questions since we kind of just literally threw this on a fly, and I thought what would be really cool since we both game a lot, and so I thought it would be a good question to ask you, so we can just kind of get the ball rolling in the stream. Is what kind of games have you played lately? What are some things you've played, some things that you've been interested in?
So I guess for myself, as far as games I've played recently, I mean, of course, a bunch of Among Us. I really, really enjoy Among Us, especially when you get a group of people that play it. It can be a really fun, but also very detrimental game to people.
Oh yeah.
And then, of course, Call of Duty. I don't have a Cold War, but I have played, Warzone and just Modern Warfare, I guess, in general. And then, shoot, I mean, I do have Cyberpunk that I really need to play. I've downloaded it. I'm not going to play it yet. Thanks to a good friend, he actually got it for me for Christmas. He didn't have to do that, but he did. So yeah, I mean, those are kind of the games that I'm into. I need to get into Cyberpunk, but I haven't got there yet. But for the most part, I love Among Us the most. It's probably one of my top favorite games because not only do I have friends that play it, but like my sister-in-law, she plays it, and I can get on there and play with her and her boyfriend, and we have a good time hanging out and shooting some BS while we're playing. So it's definitely a fun game to just relax to. And I mean, even shoot, maybe after the podcast, we may even play some Among Us. You never know. In chat, Bundy says, "What's going on, crew? Love the backgrounds." Hey, man, I'm glad you like the background. I kind of worked hard on it, but not like super hard. But I got it to work, so that's what matters. This is my own like separate layout for the I guess you would say the podcast style we're gonna do, things like that. Of course, it's still got my social medias up top. Actually, I just now realized it says Twitter. Wow. I'm gonna let James talk a minute, and I'm gonna go fix that because that does not need to say Twitter.
Yeah, definitely going back to the Among Us real quick. Yeah, it's definitely a fun game, especially the fact that you can either pay the $5 and get it on Steam and that PC experience, or you can get a family member or somebody who doesn't have PC or Steam or something. They can still play just by downloading the free mobile app on Android, and I believe it is on iOS as well. And so a little bit of that crossplay is really enjoyable, especially like if you get a group in Discord and get those discussions going and people just throwing out all sorts of accusations and putting on their detective hats and stuff. It's pretty amazing. And then and then my background, just literally throw it together. I don't really have the best setup space at the moment, but definitely went ahead and tried to make something nice for our on camera stream here.
Yeah, 100%. And like I said, just the little minimalistic background I think looks good. I really like what you got going on back there. And guys, you're gonna see me looking up because I actually have his screen up here on my third monitor, and I can see him big. But I really enjoy what you got going on there. The little wolf thing. Can you tell me about that? Because that's actually pretty neat. I like that.
Yeah. So the fox wolf we actually got that at Hobby Lobby. I hate going into Hobby Lobby with my wife.
I feel you.
Not because I don't love her and I don't love her crafting side. I actually love it and I actually try to promote her because she's actually trying to start a business with it and make things and sell things and all sorts of stuff.
100%.
I was like, all right, fine, I'll go in. Maybe I'll find something. And they happen to have a sale on metal stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. Maybe they'll have something I like. And going back to my Celtic and heritage and things like that, I saw that and I was like, man, I've always loved foxes. There's one of those animals that I just always thought really adorable, awesome. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get that because that looks nice. And I thought about like doing something with it, like a little craft thing with it, but like at the same time, like just the way it looks, I'm just like, nah.
It does look really good. It actually reminds me. So there's a Twitch streamer. He's kind of big, I'm just a small guy. Dakota's. I know his stuff is like wolf, and it reminds me of something like he would have, honestly.
So I figured out, what, I like that. I'll throw it in here, and then it looks just. I like it. Got the games here. Trying to meet your setup with your games and figures.
Don't try to like compare to mine. I mean, I've got way too much invested in mine over time, but I do like collecting my figures. I mean, of course, behind me you see I got this finger. I got the Flash here. I actually have a bigger Flash below him. That's kind of hard to see. Then I got a couple of My Hero Academia statues, and then a bunch of my Dragon Ball Z. I'm a big collector into Dragon Ball Z, which of course and a lot of other people know. But yeah,
you showed it off, and
yeah,
I showed you some of my Resident Evil stuff. Huge, just I almost have as much Resident Evil stuff as possible. One day I'll be the number one Resident Evil fan, have everything.
that's one thing I can say. I guess I really never super got into was Resident Evil. I've watched the movies, played a few of the games, but nothing crazy. But as far as like you were talking about with Hobby Lobby, I mean, I can feel you there. My wife, that's probably her favorite store. I like to joke around and say I don't like going in with her too, just because she spends money, but it's a joke. She has her craft business as well, and she does pretty well with it. I mean, but also it gets very stressful for her. So, and I try to be supportive. I help when I can. She'll probably say I don't help, but I do help when I can. I'm just not a very artsy person. She's really good at it, and she gets help a lot from her sister and stuff. John Bundy in chat says love Resident Evil. Well, you're not the only one, man. James is a huge fan of Resident Evil too. So there you go. We got 2 Resident Evil fans up in here. It's okay. I'll be the only DBZ nerd. It's okay, guys.
Sorry, I got some DBZ somewhere. Oh well, of course, Bulma right here.
It's all good. It's all good. So a question I wanted to get into while we're into games. I know we're talking about Among Us, and then we'll get on to some other stuff in a moment. And I'm sure Bundy in chat or anyone else in chat, you all have seen it. There's been a lot of talk over Cyberpunk and, of course, issues that it's had. I don't know if anyone in chat has happened to play it on console at all, but if you have, share some of those experiences because I've heard them pretty rough. I think IGN rated it a 4 out of 10 on last gen consoles, which now is PS4s and Xbox Ones. That's pretty low. And it must. I've seen some of the graphics, like PS2 looking graphics on it, so that's insane. Got a poggers. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, that was you replying to him. You and Exile have the same color name on mine. I was like, oh, okay. Exile's a fan too of Resident Evil. My bad, Exile. You might be. I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah, that definitely something I've seen a lot of people talking about, and I never really followed or really got too interested in the cyberpunk, so I didn't follow it.
Right.
Not that I wouldn't try it or wouldn't enjoy it. It's just one of those things. It's like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool, you know. And I'll keep that on the back burner. We'll see where it goes, especially because the development hell that it was in for almost a decade, if not
It was
more.
and I'm gonna turn on my Christmas lights, because I got to show the stream. But if I'm pretty sure it was 7 years. Holy crap, that's like a lot. Do those lights like do they only go that speed?
Yeah. All right, seizure
Okay.
warning.
Yeah, it might be a seizure
When
warning.
you're
If this
changing.
gets annoying, let me know in chat. I may have to turn them off. Please let me know if it gets annoying with the lights. I try to turn them on though. It's the Christmas spirit, guys. Christmas is right around the corner, 2 weeks away. Don't know if some of your families are like mine. We do ours a little early. I think we're actually doing it this weekend. And I'm a procrastinator. I still got to go get my wife's gifts.
Yeah.
Toxic
Toxic.
says, "Oh, go ahead. You read it. You read it."
Yeah, Toxic in your chat said I seen this girl who was streaming it, and when she was changing her character's clothing, it showed naked chest and boobies.
Yeah, yeah, it does do that. So I don't know if you know about the game much, Toxic, but you actually very customizable. Your character you create and customize them, genitals and all. You can give a man a woman's genitals if you really need to. You can make it big, small, whatever. I mean, it's not like I've heard it's not like crazy customizable, like detail, but there's like like cause someone explained it to me. It's like going to McDonald's and they got your menu, large, medium, small, type of thing, just sections. But yeah, it's like that, and they apparently I've seen people show it on stream too. I guess that's okay. I really don't know. Um, Bundy says all games are buggy when they first come out. I think they should give games 2 reviews, launch review, and a 3 month review. And I can
Yeah,
wholeheartedly agree with that because there's already
yeah,
been a bunch of updates for Cyberpunk that came out, and they're still working on updates. And I even saw Cyberpunk send out an email. It was like an email and a newsletter that they were legitimately offering purchase prices back to customers who bought the game for last gen consoles, PS4, Xbox Ones. Of course, they told you, if you can, if you got it digitally, go through that, or if like at a store, try taking it back there first. But if they wouldn't do it, they gave you the information to contact them, and they'd work on getting you a refund. And that's something you don't see from game makers or whatever you want to call them. Those companies, a lot of them aren't like that. They won't do that. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Um,
yeah.
Make it
Most
Cyberpunk
definitely.
2077 size. What? Oh wait, hold on. Oh, of
He's
my
talking about the
forehead for your
the
hat. I see you in
yeah.
there.
Um. So yeah, like it is nice to see that they're at least trying to put some damage control on it.
For sure.
It is kind of sad though. I mean, granted, it's gone through technically 3 generations of game systems because I think at first there was talk about it back on the 360 and PS3, and then more was kind of coming out during the first line of PS4 and Xbox Ones, and then finally we're getting to the late life and the early life of the new this last gen and this new gen for consoles, anyways,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so it was very bad of them to to submit it, to release it the way it was, especially when they had all that time. There's a few factors in there. So yes, they had all this time to develop it, but at the same time, they, you know, the generations kept changing. So the system architects, like the power and things kept changing, and it's so I mean, I see both sides of it. Yes, they should have waited a little bit longer, but at the same time, it's also like when you're developing for multiple different generations, it kind of changes things. It's the same thing with like I was talking to some guys the other day, and they said that the comment they made about Fallout New Vegas was it was developed for console and then ported to PC, which normally you would think it would be PC then to console. So it's definitely interesting how those things get thought up.
Yeah. So someone did message me and said you were a little quiet, so I'm gonna try turning you up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll
James.
try to
You're
pull my
good.
mic a little bit closer too.
There you
Hopefully,
go.
I have a better setup.
Yeah, that may be better. I turned you up some and got you down. Your typing is literally louder than him. He said that's funny. It's my buddy. He must be in the stream. Just not talking to stream, but he was messaging me on Discord. Either way, I appreciate you being in here, brother. And my wireless charger apparently is acting up. It's not wanting to work, so it keeps going off. So I'm just gonna take my phone off charge. But yeah, like you said, Cyberpunk has been in production for 7 years. So they started working on it in 2013. Um, I don't know when. I can actually. I mean, I can look it up. I'm literally got the internet right in front of me. When
Yeah,
did the?
and I'll go ahead and read a few of the chats real quick.
Okay.
So, Toxic said there's a GTA San Andreas Easter egg in the game, by the way. That's actually pretty cool. I know I've been hearing there's like a ton of Easter eggs, so that would definitely be one reason I'd want to play. Is I love finding Easter eggs and things like that. The scene where you chase the train into the tunnel. Okay.
I don't know what he's talking about actually.
Oh gosh, you've at least had to see the meme about catch the damn what is it? Catch the damn train, CJ. And then Toxic, how's the vlogging been going, my guy? They
Yeah,
got questions for you with the
no,
TikTok.
he's talking to Bundy. Bundy started a vlog. I can actually answer that because Bundy may be busy at the moment, Exile. So I know Bundy had started a YouTube vlog channel, and it was actually really well. Like he's great with cinematography, I think is how you say it, and real good with editing. He actually edits some of my clips or videos that I can send him. He edits them for me. Um, but just due to certain situations with family life going on stuff like that, I don't think he's going to continue it. But he's working on other things and something else. That's it's supposed to be pretty epic. So be on the lookout for him in Discord if he tops in there, or maybe his YouTube channel, or if he lets me know, I'll let you guys know. He's definitely really good at it. And if I ever was bigger than I am, which I don't ever expect to be, I would definitely hire him to be my editor, 100%. He's a good friend and really good at it. Um, but so I was looking it up. So we was talking about Cyberpunk's been in production for 7 years. So they started it in 2013. The Xbox One, so last gen consoles now, came out in 2013. So literally the year last gen came out, which was new gen, for most of us at the time, and I still want to refer to it as new gen because it is for me. Cyberpunk was just in the making. So they probably were working on it for those consoles like the 360, the PS3, but I really don't see how that would work. That game is just such a big open world game. I mean, the graphics wise, it would have looked rough, honestly. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. And I know, like I said, with Xbox Ones, which a friend of mine, he does have an Xbox One. Um, I think it's like a Halo edition or something, and that Xbox One is he plays. I'm trying to think of the name of Cyberpunk. I'm losing train of thought. I'm trying to move my chat over so it looks better on stream. Um, he plays Cyberpunk on it, and he said he's not really had any issues out of it. He says it's been fine with him. Like the graphics aren't super good. I mean, he doesn't expect them to be because how they are. But he says it's fine. He's not really had major bugs like some people have. So I guess it's kind of a give and take. Some people may experience it, some people may not. But either way, it's definitely supposed to be a fun game, and hopefully soon I can work on getting a stream of it myself and playing it. I've not even touched it yet. Bundy, I see you in there, man. You're welcome for clearing that up, brother. No worries at all. You can find a recording on the ground, and it's actual recording from the characters' dialogue in that game. Think about starting your own blog channel. Heck yeah, man. Exile, go for it. Need any edits or channel art, whatever? Just hit me up. There you go, Bundy. Share the love, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, so I mean, 7 years in the making on the game. 7 years since Xbox One come out. So I mean, that's pretty crazy, honestly, when you think about it. Like how much in production that game has been, and the time they've put into it. I mean, you're gonna have bugs. Like I've seen the videos, like the cars just fading into the ground. That's gonna happen though. I mean, GTA 5, I could play it and find random spots and glitches where I'm under the map. So it's just like with anything, it's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
definitely looks like it's gonna be a fun game though, for sure.
Oh yeah, especially something that big. It's bound. I mean, look at most of the Bethesda games. They're generally really massive for the generations that they're made on,
Mhm.
and it's bound to happen. I mean, it's going to happen all the time. There's always going to be some sort of issue, some sort of bug, or something that goes on, and I mean that's just part of it, honestly. Which, as long as they are all for supporting it and working on bugs and stuff, then yeah, the reviews are going to suck. But as long as you can enjoy it, and that too, people talk about the graphics looking bad all the time, but I mean, we used to play 8-bit games and enjoy those just as good. So what's the point of complaining about the graphics as long as they get worked on and
Mhm.
they're decent and the gameplay is good? Because for me, gameplay comes foremost. Like, I don't care how good a game looks, if I'm not having fun in it, then that's it for me.
Yeah. I mean, 100%. I started out, well, I mean, way, way, way back in the day. I can tell you, I started out playing on like the Sega Genesis, I think it was, playing Sonic and stuff like that. I was very little at that time. I'm gonna try to pull my camera down. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize, chat guys. I've had some issues with my back over the weekend and throughout the week, so it's been a little uncomfortable. So you may see me move positions or move around some to adjust it. It's starting to get a little better, but I still have to move. Either way, back on subject about like games. Like I said, I started out playing Sega Genesis, and then I can remember when I got real big into video games and enjoying them, and actually, just feeling immersed in the game itself. Was back on the Nintendo 64, which I'm sure a lot of people did. Um, Playing, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, stuff like that. I mean, that stuff got me so hyped up. Mario, and then other games come out. We moved from that up to like I think the PS2. We had a PS1, but like I barely played it much. The PS2 was our big one we got, and of course, we weren't like wealthy kids. We got that probably like a year or two after it came out. Playing that and playing games with my brothers. We would play some like the Dragon Ball Z Budokai games and fighting each other and wrestling games, football games, all those. We'd play with our dad and stuff. It was always very fun. So that's really what immersed me to the video game world. And then from there, I've had Xboxes. I've had PS3s, PS4s, Xbox Ones, One S's. I had two Xbox One X's. But really, the PC is where I'm at. I was introduced to PC probably back in I can't remember the year. I was 13 years old. My dad had one and played it. When I started playing this game called A Day of Defeat, which is a Counter Strike, I guess like Source kind of. It's made by the same company. I was playing it, and that's what got me into PCs. And then I've had some PCs, but here recently I've kind of worked on teaching myself how to build and do stuff like that. And I've actually I built my wife's PC. It was built when I got it. I took it all apart, cleaned it, and built it from scratch. And a couple friends I've helped them build PCs, so kind of gotten into that on there. But yeah, I mean, really, if I had to say wholeheartedly where it started, would be just hosting my stream for one viewer. Oh, look at you! Thank you. Are you
Yeah,
not streaming anymore?
no, mine. It was saying it was unstable, and I was over here trying to get it to work itself out. And I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and host yours. Then that way they can see both of us on mine as
No, that's good.
well.
That's good. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
But
make it
yeah,
on it.
but really the biggest thing that got me into it, I'd say like my overall experience into gaming was with the 64. I'd say is what started it. I'm trying to see what chat is here going on. Saving up for a GoPro camera, and I'm gonna buy a chest mount. Oh yeah, there you go. I'd like to have a GoPro actually myself. Before I buy one, I need a Honda 4-Track Rancher. Do it. At this point, these dead. Speedrun Mario 64. I never did that. I actually just played the game slowly and enjoyed it.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Build me a PC, bro. Get the stuff and I'll help. I don't care. Look at that, Mario 64 and Mario. Look at that, dude. Those are the games right there. I wish I still had
64.
Do you still have a 64?
I've got several. If you want one.
I mean, if you're gonna get rid of a 64, yeah, I need one. I mean, I don't need one, but I'd love to have one.
Yeah. I don't have any to show at the moment, but I've got several. The N64 is by far one of my favorite. It
Oh
was
yeah,
my first console that was bought for me as a child, and I played it a lot. GoldenEye 007, Mario, Smash, everything. Yoshi Story. We had it. We hadn't played it all, and it was. Yeah, dude. I've got plenty. I can give you one.
heck yeah. I John Bunny still got a 64. Dude, I love the 64. I mean,
Yeah.
I played the heck out of. There was a wrestling game on it. It may have been like it was before like WWE versus SmackDown, but it was maybe like a WWF one. I don't remember, but you could create your own character, and I always did. And my dad would get so mad because I mean I could just beat them all. My dad would always play special referee, and they'd always end up teaming up on me. So it's my two brothers and my dad who's the ref also trying to team up on me, and I would get to where I'd have them beat down Blue, and Dad would be the referee who's also laying over there knocked out for 10 minutes, and I got my brothers beat down trying to pin him. Like, oh yeah, he can't come count the pin because he's knocked out too. So it's kind of a never ending thing. One of my favorite games was Madden. It may have been like Madden '98, or I don't remember exact year. But I remember when you were in huddles. So like I could run over from my huddle and just tackle someone in like the other team's huddle. You get a penalty, of course, but I did that all the time with my dad just to piss him off. So there's those games. I had one when I was younger. It was my dad's, but he sold it for drug money. Oh well, I hate to hear that, Exile.
Yeah.
Definitely hate to hear that. WWF WrestleMania 2000. That may have been the game. It may have been, buddy. It really, really may have been.
Yeah, if not, I remember playing NCW versus NWO on the N64.
That was it. That was it. The NWO and stuff, because it had God, that ninja guy. What was his name?
Oh, hold on. I'll look it up. I will look it up.
It had some crazy characters on it. I know there was one. It was like I can't remember who he was. He was like a ninja. Of course, it had like Goldberg and Stone Cold Steve Austin and stuff like that on it. But man, it was such a good game. If my brothers were in here in chat, I know they would know too. They were always really good at it, and they like remembering stuff.
Oh, he was just named Black Ninja. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Don't know if it lets me post images. Let's see. Can't hear y'all anymore. Oh, never mind. Okay.
WCW versus NWO. It was awesome. I'm pretty sure that was the game. Let me look it up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we played the heck out of that one. Yeah, it had Lex Luger, Sting, Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner, Ric Flair, Ultimo Dragon. I remember Ultimo Dragon. All those characters.
That link will take you to it.
Where did you post? Oh, in chat.
Yeah, in chat, so that way it shows the ninja.
Yeah, there he is. I used to play as that little character all the time. Man, that game was so fun. It really was.
Dude, imagine if we got together and I got the stuff to do it. We could stream it. We could play it and stream it.
Oh, Toxic says, nice talk. You leaving, Toxic? You gotta go. You may have to go to work. I know you were saying earlier you had to go to work. Yeah, I got to get to work now. Have a great rest of your podcast, and I'll tune in the next one. All right, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your work day. Hope it's not too bad. Peace, man.
Yep. Thank you for joining us. Take care.
But yeah, like that game just was. It was epic. They don't make games like they used to. Of course, I mean, Cyberpunk's going to be a huge game and a huge story, but like storylines, like back in I feel like Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time was my favorite. I feel like that story was just so good. But
dude, I love that game.
Oh yeah,
couldn't get into more Majora's Mask though. Majora's Mask was.
I enjoyed how it was, like how you could do the masks and stuff, emulate and stream. Oh, Signal 9, you mean like emulate the game and stream it? Yeah, I could do that technically. I do have a emulator right now on my PC for, was it? I think it's a GameCube. I literally got it just so I could get Need for Speed Underground 2, and then I've downloaded some other games. That's a good idea though. Get a 64 emulator. Smart thinking, sir.
Yeah, and actually on that subject, to keep in touch with the social distancing of our world and society today, there's actually this program called Parsec where you can I could actually connect to your computer and have my own controller plugged into my computer, and we could play the same emulator together.
Huh? I've never heard of that. Signal 9 is a buddy of mine. I know a big tech guy. He may have heard of that. I don't know. Have you heard of that? Signal 9? I don't know. I've not heard of that before. Like I said, I've emulated a lot. I've had other emulators in the past, but right now I just have the GameCube one. But while
he said but
that was before I asked that. Why he may be topping. There's actually a game I wanted to talk about. Where he's talking about stories. So I still think the best story and story game that I've ever played or experienced this day was on the PlayStation 2. Of course, they got it now on the newer consoles. But Kingdom Hearts. Love that
Oh,
game, dude. I spent so many hours on that as a kid. Like, that game was amazing.
yeah. I missed out on it, and I have tried to pick it up and play it. And actually, I hadn't beaten, but by no means have I sat down and with enough time to beat any of them. But sitting down and playing it stuff, I can say I really do enjoy it. And I know why a lot of people like it. But I
It's
just didn't. I
good.
was one of those kids that didn't have a PlayStation 2, so I couldn't play it except at a friend's house or something. So
I got you. I mean, we got a PS2 like years after they came out, and I feel like it was on PlayStation 2. I could be wrong. Maybe it was the original Xbox. I don't remember. But it was just such a good game. I remember my brother got it and he played it, and then I started playing it after he did. And when my brother first played through it, it was hilarious. He actually beat the game this way, but didn't know it until after he beat the game. He didn't know, and like, none of us did, that you could actually change out keyblades, and so you could have like the different keyblades, the stronger ones. So he literally
yeah,
played through the game with the original keyblade and won, like beat the game. Like the final boss took forever, but he did it. And then one day we were like, "Oh, you get new keyblades. Oh, this is a really strong keyblade. Oh, okay." So
I
it was pretty bad.
that's hilarious. Like even somebody who is not like the biggest thing about the story. How could you not
For sure,
know?
for sure. I mean, I don't know how we didn't catch that. We just didn't. I mean, we were young though when it came out, and then of course there was Halo. Everyone got into Halo. Halo. I know Halo
Yeah,
started a lot of streamers. I mean, like Ninja, maybe even I know Tim didn't. Tim Tatman didn't start on that. He started on like Overwatch and stuff. Um, but I know Ninja for sure originally came up with Halo streaming, but a lot of those original games. FPX Brax, let's go. I'm here. What's up, Brax? Welcome to the podcast, my dude. What you got there? What you
look,
showing
man,
off? Oh,
Halo 2.
look at that. Look at that. I don't have any hard copy games right now because I don't have a console. I don't own a console. For me, there's not much of a point in like an Xbox. I mean, it's the same thing as my PlayStation or my PlayStation. Same thing as my PC. I actually have the Xbox Game Pass, and I have some games that I've not even played yet. I mean, maybe a PlayStation would be worth it, but I don't know. I never really got into PlayStation. So what have I missed, Brax? We just talked a little bit about games currently. We went into a little bit about Cyberpunk. We're talking about old school games, 64, PlayStation 2, stuff like that. Right now, we're just kind of, I mean, realistically, just shooting the BS. For everyone in here, I appreciate you being in here, hanging out with us. Our first podcast for sure. If this goes well, we definitely will do more if you guys enjoy it. Be sure
For
that
sure.
if you're new in here too, that you're following me up there. As you can see on my social medias, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook. I do have my own Facebook page as well. Twitch, of course, and then there's the new one. I swore to God I would never download it, but here I am. TikTok. You can find me on TikTok. There is some stream related content on there, but not a lot. It's mostly just me being funny. And I'll tell you what, it's actually kind of popped off at this moment. If I check it, 26 updates. I'm sitting with 2,989 followers on TikTok, and my most viewed video is coming close to being at 1 million views. It's 902.7 views with almost 60K likes, and I never expected that. So TikTok is definitely a good social media outsource for anything, and I want to build up my following and then try to encourage them to come over to my Twitch streams as well too. So definitely check it out. So I want to see what in here. I played and beat Pokemon Blue the first time without realizing I could get other Pokemon out of the PC. Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's
is
what I was hearing
so
when that stuff
hard.
out. Yeah.
Signal Nine. I'm gonna keep calling you that. I know who you are. I want to say your name, but I'm gonna try not to, just for purposes. But I don't. That's rough. I played the original Pokemon Blue, Yellow, Red, and I love those on the original Game Boy Color. Is what I had. But that would be hard. I don't know how you did that. But hey, you beat it though, right? So there's
That's
that.
impressive. Yeah, like to stick with one set Pokemon the entire time. That's especially like imagine if he caught all of them within like the first two areas. That's mad. That's mad. He's a
For
mad
sure.
lad.
For sure. That's insane. My favorite one was Crystal though. I played through that game probably too much, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. But I did know that you could pull Pokemon from a PC though. That's like I could see it. I mean, like my brother and stuff when he was playing Kingdom Hearts, you could switch out swords. I mean, I definitely see it. Man, that'd have been rough. You just had your 6 Pokemon that you had in your bag, and that's it. I bet those
Yeah.
Pokemon were strong as a mother trucker, though. They were probably all level 100. I remember when those games, I don't remember which version it was, but they first introduced trading, and like you legit had to have that like plug in. You plugged in my Game Boy to your Game Boy, and we could trade Pokemon. And I remember like trading with someone had like I don't know like a level 100 Charizard. I don't remember. It was just like an account they didn't care about anymore, and they traded to me, and I literally started over a game. So here I am with like a level 5 Pikachu, but a level 100 Charizard or whatever it was, and that Charizard wouldn't listen for nothing. He'd just go to sleep every time I tried to use him. That was crazy how they did that back then.
Yeah. It's amazing, like the memories we have with games and stuff.
For sure. I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, which of course now Pokemon Go's out and there's some games for like the Switch and stuff. I don't have a Switch either, but I've recently kind of gotten back into playing Pokemon Go here and there. Um, they've gotten the remote raid passes, so like you can raid stuff like from your house if friends invite you or if you're near them. So I've kind of done some of that, but it's not as big as it was when it first came out. But I still enjoy it from time to time. I don't know if anyone in chat or James yourself if you play Pokemon Go at all.
Yeah, yeah, actually I do. I don't play it as much. Like I'll pick it up every now and then, catch a few Pokemon, maybe do a couple things, and I just set
Yeah,
it back down and probably ignore it for a day or two, and
that,
might
that's
pick it
that's
up
that's
later.
kind of the same with me. I mean, I'll go through like my brothers; they play it, and we're in a couple of Facebook chat like groups, and we'll get invites to certain things to play it or to do this with or whatever. But for the most part, it's kind of a every now and then thing. Like I may pick it up 2 or 3 times a week and go through and catch some stuff or do a raid or something. I'm not big into it. Like when it first came out, I mean, I would literally spend hours upon hours walking around town, going and playing, meeting up with friends. Of course, now with the pandemic going on in the world and social distancing and all that stuff, they probably don't really want you getting out playing with people. Which I'm sure if you're listening to the news and stuff and you're out there and you wear a mask, I'm sure it's fine. I'm not going to go into like my ideals with it or what I think about it because I don't want to get anything political on stream. But if you're out there in a mask, I'm sure that people are going to care. Where I live at, small town, I mean, no one's going to say anything to anybody in the first place. But
Yeah.
there's stuff like that. But yeah, that was a fun game. Did you ever have a Game Boy growing up?
Me?
No, the other guy.
I could just pull them out.
oh, oh, oh. Okay, I didn't even see those up there. He's
Yeah.
got the SP, the original Game Boy. Man, I'd love to
Yeah,
have an
I
SP
even have
again.
I even have the
Adapter.
game.
I never had an SP as a kid. I wanted one always. My wife still has one somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but I always wanted an SP.
There we go. I knew there was one somewhere nearby.
Pokemon Red.
Pokemon.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
dude. That makes me
that was my
jealous.
first one.
I can just
But
emulate
silver
it, I
was my
guess.
favorite.
Like, I mean, I know you can do it. You can emulate those games and emulate Game Boy games on like the PC. You used to be able to do them on the phone. I'm sure you still can. But for me, it's that experience of playing it on the Game Boy that I want. So, like, if I'm going to go back and do it, I want a Game Boy and I want to do that.
You would actually like this right here.
What's that?
So this. Oh god, of course the light.
Right,
So
right. I can see it.
yeah. Anyway, so you're gonna see the ring light. Anyway, so this is a
Is that one of those things with the like the Raspberry Pis in them or whatever?
Yep, it is
Okay.
the Retro Pi, and then so here's the Raspberry, and I think this is one of the neatest things about it, like just being able to take the Raspberry Pi out, which there's no reason to, but yeah, this thing I wanted for a long time, and I finally got it, and I had a Raspberry Pi Zero with wireless that I bought before I got this.
Right.
But yeah, man, this right here is beautiful.
So how do you get games on it?
Just like you would with any other Raspberry Pi.
I don't know anything about Raspberry Pis. I've never had one, so.
Yeah, so with the Raspberry Pi, it's fairly simple. There's different ways you can do it. Some you can just transfer over Wi-Fi after you do a few steps to set it up, or if you got the right operating system on the Raspberry Pi, you just plug in a USB stick with the ROMs on it in certain folders and stuff, and it'll just import it automatically. Like I've got an Odroid with a it's another single board computer like the Raspberry Pi. But I bought the Odroid just because they made a case specifically for it that's shaped like an N64, and that's my main emulator powerhouse. And then like I got that one specifically for handheld on the go stuff, and what's really cool is you can do you can use the AA batteries in it. I'd like to get a there's a few people that have done mods to it, so where you can have an internal rechargeable battery. So I'd like to do that one day too.
That's definitely neat. I've never had one. I've seen them. I think my brother had a Raspberry Pi, something. I don't know what he used it for. He may still do. And I know Signal 9, yeah, I was going to say he's in here. He just said in there, Diet Pi, I believe he said, is awesome. My Pi Zero runs
Yep.
DNS for my home and uses the 50 megabyte RAM. Yeah, I was going to say, I know he's into that and has them. He's talked to me before about one that you could use to basically route through, and it's like your YouTube videos and stuff. It just stops ads. I don't remember exactly how to do that or what he's saying about it, but it was definitely pretty cool.
Yeah, the VPN.
Yeah,
It's like a VPN service thing you
something
can
like
do
that,
for
probably. Yeah.
That,
So Brax, I see your comment there. You said you should do a gaming setup tour via on YouTube. I mean, yeah, I'd have to do a lot of cleaning up. Like, what you see isn't all of it, and over that
yeah.
way is still a mess from when my wife moved her stuff back downstairs, and I've not had time. I mean, I got my 3-year-old who's just spoiled rotten and runs all over the place. I got an 8-month-old boy who's as big as her. And that's why I haven't streamed as much recently, especially with the holidays. I've been with the family. My family is always first. And then work. I'm back on my old contract with my job, which actually gets me off earlier, so I can stream earlier now. Hence why I'm live now. And just other things. So I mean, maybe one day if I get it to where I want the room, then I will do a video tour of it. But right now, it's not where I want. It's not final. I definitely want to do more to it. I want to, have a better desk and all stuff. Which, this isn't also my forever home. Currently, I rent this house, and would like to. When we buy a house, have my own dedicated room. So, Shooter, what's good, G? Hey, what's going on, Shooter? Welcome to the podcast stream. I thank you for being here, man. I hope you enjoy the content. Hang out with us, chat. Give us stuff to talk about. We've just going over, just random stuff right now. I appreciate you being here. I really do. And everyone else is in here. Thanks for tuning in. It's our first time podcasting, and I hope we get to do it again more. I've quite enjoyed it so far.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it so far, and I love seeing the interaction and stuff. Everybody coming in chatting with us, so that's awesome.
Yeah, and again, guys, SevenBeloved is in here. This is James, who's actually with us. That you'll see if I can do it right over here, there, that way. Yeah, that's James. He's a friend of mine. He also has his own Twitch channel. If you want to, feel free to go give him a follow, interact with him. He does stream a lot later currently than I do, so he may be on later whenever I'm not, and you can watch him and hang out with him. He's a really cool guy. Classically Mac, howdy. Hey, Classically Mac, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in to the podcast. I don't think I've seen your name before, but I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Always good to see new faces, new names.
Definitely. Yeah, again, welcome to the podcast, everyone. Hope you're enjoying it. But back on subject with the Game Boys and stuff. What was your first Game Boy that you can remember having or had?
Oh, literally OG. I had Fat
OG?
Boy. I had the DMG. Yeah.
Gosh.
This isn't the original one. This is one I had bought.
Okay.
Because a lot of my stuff had just got lost between moving. When I was younger, I'd moved a lot, just unfortunately. But yeah, so I'd gotten this one about 5 or 6 years ago. No, it'd be about 7 or 8 now, actually. Yeah. And I was working in a jail a while back, and so money was decent, and I just started building up my collection again. I wanted to get stuff that I had as a kid and things that I didn't get to have, and I just built this. It started off with me not caring at all about like if they had cases and stuff, and then now it's just bam. It's
for sure.
lime green.
Yeah. If that means something to you, I don't think it does to me.
No, they have so the Game Boy Colors.
Oh, the color of the Game Boy Color. Got you. Okay.
The color, so they had lime green. That's awesome.
That one went over my head. I think my Game Boy Color. That was the first Game Boy that I had. I never had that I remember. Never had the Fat Boy. But I think my first one was a Game Boy Color, and I want to say it was blue, maybe.
Yeah, they had blue ones. They had.
I was just trying to remember. It was either blue or like a purple color, but I feel like it was blue. I don't know why I would have had a purple. And then, I never had the SP. I did have an Advance, no, the Game Boy Advance. I had one of those. That was one of my Christmas presents one year, and I actually found out about it in the summer. We were, asleep, or my family thought we were, and my brothers were awake, and I heard my brother talking to my other brother, talking about how the parents had got us, and he said they got Nate the Game Boy Advance, which was like that bluish kind of see-through one, and got me the Dragon Ball Z Goku game. I don't remember what it's called. Maybe it's been Goku for Christmas, and I remember that. And then he was like, "Oh, I was joking." And then when Christmas came around months later, I done forgot that he had said that. And then I was like, "Wait a second, you weren't lying." And he was all like, "Yeah, you're supposed to be asleep," But yeah, the original Game Boy Color was one I had, and I think it was Game Boy or not Game Pokemon Blue was that. Hey, I appreciate that follow there, Classically Mac. Appreciate that a lot. But yeah, the blue Game Boy Color and then Pokemon Blue. Those are like I had those like coincided. Of course, I didn't have Blastoise or Squirtle. I started out with Charizard or Charmander every time, so that was kind of that thing.
A couple people actually followed me too, so tthank you, Mac, for that, and FPS Brax, thank you guys for following me as well. I do
Yeah, for sure.
appreciate that.
For sure. Share the love, guys. Appreciate the follow to everyone that's followed. Like I said, Classical Mac, I know I just announced it, but thanks for following us. It means a lot. I hope you get to come around more often. This is our first time doing a podcast. We are titling it The Beer Talk. Of course, we are two bearded men. Not specifically about beer talk, though we can go into that. But, if this goes well, I'm hoping to do more, definitely. I've never seen you in person. Well, Brax, I guess that's true. You have never seen me in person.
Yeah, I think you asked, do you use a webcam or a DSLR?
Who was asking? Oh, do you use a webcam? I didn't see that. Brax, I'm currently just using a webcam. It's the Logitech C920. I'm not rich enough to get me a DSLR. Those things are expensive for sure. But everyone who follows any of the subs that I have or donations, anything like that to the channel, those do go back into the channel as far as upgrading stuff like that, making content. Anything like that, when I do eventually get paid out and stuff like that again. So definitely you guys just being here and chatting and everything that helps grow the Twitch. And eventually one day I would like to have a DSLR, cam link set up. But, for now, this camera does good. I mean, I got my little ring light here and some other lighting trying to make it look better, stuff like that. But, those things, yeah, they are expensive. I found some cheap ones, like Canon something another that someone who knows cameras told me was decent. Like $200-300 used, but new, we're talking lots of money. I don't know much about camera photography, videography, stuff like that. Bundy, if he's still in here, he's the man with that stuff. He's my go-to. Well, thank you. Hope it looks. I'm glad it looks good.
Yep. Well, it's looking good on my end. I'm watching the stream as well. Of course, it's a little weird every now and then. Like I'll look back and see your mouth moving, and you wouldn't be talking here, and then you'll be talking here, and I'll look over, and you're quiet. And I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah. To be fair, I have my stream up so I can chat and stuff. I have my OBS over here, and then I have your big, you're just one screen face up here, so I can see all you in a bunch of places. But
yeah, you're like looking up at me, right? So it's just like.
Yeah, I can look up at you, but I'm trying to, stay interactive and look at my camera so I see you over here. It's all kind of hard stuff, especially podcasting. Like I said, this is our first time podcasting. Classic Max says it looks good. Hey man, thanks. I think I maybe have $10, $15 in this webcam. I bought it years ago, so I'm glad it's still working out and stuff like that. But back in the subject, James, did you anything else game wise, or you wanted to bring up questions, anything like that, or chat any questions? How much monitor? Well, I'm rocking 3 monitors currently. To answer that real quick. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, and I'm using a single TV and a jerry rigged to use my phone as the webcam. So
hey, if it works, it works.
All right, man. Yeah, as long as it works, that's what matters. Yeah, no, actually, so we were talking a little bit about some games that you played lately, and then things that you were interested in. One thing that I did want to bring up that I thought would be cool. So you like Among Us, and that's been very popular in scene. Well, there's been another game that's been really popular lately as well, and I always mess up the name, but it's like Phasmophobia, and it's a ghost hunting game. And I meant to, I wanted to talk to you about it because I thought that'd be a really interesting game for us to talk about and to play.
Yeah, for sure. And sorry guys, I'm chugging water. Make sure you stay hydrated, everybody. I love water, and I usually just drink out of a gallon. Same with my milk. Anyways. I have seen the game, and let me go to chat real quick. So first time playing Super Smash Bros. Was that like a
Ooh,
question
good
mark?
question.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
year or the first time I played it? Is that what you're asking, Classically Mac? Just so I can know. First Call of Duty ever? Okay, those are I got you. Those are questions. Let me get to those after we get off Phas real quick. So Phasmophobia, I have seen, and I definitely want to pick it up. I don't have it currently, but for some friends, I have play it, and an actual fellow streamer friend that I know, she plays it, and it definitely looks fun and can be creepy. But scary movies, stuff like that, never really affect me. I find them more funny, so I don't see myself getting scared. But it looks interesting for sure, and I would like to play it. Have you played it?
Yeah. So I have played it, and I'm like you as well. Like I don't get scared easily, but I find it intriguing, and I just
Hmm.
like the concept of it. I think it'd be fun just to like
Yeah,
the concept of itself is just fun, and that it goes back to like gameplay. As long as the game is
right.
fun, the graphics don't matter, and it isn't really honestly, I think a lot of people after they played a couple times, you don't really see them get scared. They just get like those little spooks were like, oh man, that was close, that was creepy, that was interesting, this close call kind of thing. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, for sure. It definitely does look like an interesting game and kind of fun. And chat, I put some lo-fi beats on in the background. Let me know if they're too loud or if you can even hear them. I don't want them to overpower. Just kind of wanted some background ambience to it. Anyways, as far as the game, like it definitely looks fun, and I definitely want to check it out. I know it's only like maybe $13 on Steam. Um, and I plan on picking it up. Probably after the holidays and stuff. Money's strapped right now. Like I said, got to get my wife's gifts still, and we're doing gifts this coming weekend. So definitely got to get on that. I would have went sooner, but my back had me down. Like guys, when I tell you my back had me down, it affected me on Sunday, and from Sunday to just today, I've literally pretty much been stuck on my back, just sitting there, not being able to move. I slept on the couch. I could barely walk. Like it really got bad, and I have back problems, but it'll get better. It's already getting better. I was able to walk upstairs today, so that's a plus. Um, but eventually I'm gonna get back out and then go get her gifts and stuff. But I do want to pick up the game for sure, and definitely looks like something fun to play. And I'm definitely interested in doing like a stream with you anytime if we play it. I have some other friends that play it too, so maybe they can hop in on it with us and definitely have a good stream. Um, so I just want to get to the questions here and try to keep up on them. So, Classically Max says first time playing Super Smash Bros. So the first time that I think I played it, uh, it was on the 64. Um, I was young. I mean, I'm almost 30 now, so it was maybe a teenager, very young teenager at that, 12, 13. But it was awesome. I mean, it immersed me. It was a fun game. I don't know about you, James. Did you ever play it or get into it?
yeah. I can't remember what age, but it was definitely on the N64. So when the first one came out, that was one of
Right.
those games. We would sit there and play all the time with Smash Bros. It would either be Smash Bros, Mario Kart,
Hmm.
or like GoldenEye, and we'd put a blanket in between the screen to split them. So
Yeah.
you'd have two guys on this side as a team, the other two guys. It was awesome. But yeah, Super Smash Brothers played it, and that's kind of where I didn't get to play a lot of games on PS2 because I didn't have one, but I had a GameCube, so I got to play the GameCube version and things like that. So Smash Bros, I love it now. I don't have don't have. I don't think I have it on the Switch yet. I'd had it for a little bit, but I think I either had to trade it in or sell it just to have a little extra
Yeah.
cash when times were bad. But yeah, I love Smash Bros.
I don't have a Switch or any of the newer Nintendo consoles, but it definitely was a fun game. My favorite character I always played as was Link. I don't know why. I loved his move he had where he just like spun around with a sword. Like you just see me doing that all the time. But it was definitely fun. So next question: first Call of Duty you ever played? God, Brax. Um,
I got this one. World at War. Zombies.
Wor-
Nice.
what was before World at War?
Call
What
of Duty 1, 2, 3, 4.
wasn't there just
Or
one
no,
called
2,
Call
3.
of Duty?
Yeah,
I'm
like
pretty sure
I
the
didn't.
the original Call of Duty. I don't remember the name, but I think it was for. It may have been World War. I don't know, but it was old, like long time ago. It was a fun game. It's what got me into Call of Duty. Then the biggest one I can remember, like getting me into the multiplayer, was probably Modern Warfare 2. I played a little bit of Modern Warfare 1, but Modern Warfare 2 is what hooked me.
Yeah, I didn't get into the multiplayer scene until Black Ops 2, and that's the only one so far that I've actually gotten close to Master Prestige. I'm literally like a few like games away
Oh
from
wow.
Master Prestige, and I can't even play it now because you go in there and there's modded lobbies and stuff.
Yeah, I have Black Ops 2 on Steam still. I haven't played it forever, but it was fun when I played a lot of it. Let's see. Phasma is great. I've been playing a lot. Classic. Oh, that's awesome. Classically. Hey, there's another person. Classically. I don't know if you have it or whatever, but feel free. You'll see it also in the stream name. You can hit !point Discord if you ever want to join my Discord. Talk to us in there, and you can also join us when we play games. I would love to have followers playing with us. There's all my other ones too. Insta, Twitter, TikTok, stuff like that. So feel free to do any of those that you want and join them and play with us if you want to. In the moment your heart races. I don't get scared, but the game will give you chills. Really, like I said, I've watched people play it. And I remember watching one of my friends. He got so I guess you say scared. He was screaming, like this old lady that he was trying to find, and like she popped up in front of him, and he was just like ah, and like screaming like a girl. So I could definitely see that for sure. Have you had any experiences like that, James?
No. Again, like the worst, like jump scares will get me occasionally, and it's just like, oh crap, whoa. But like, nah, I don't ever. Very rarely do I get spooked enough to scream or something. I'm more of like, chill, like lock up and just be like, all right. Cool.
She when he was playing it, she'd actually killed him, and it was funny. He was stuck like through the wall, so like his butt was just hanging out the back, and it somehow messed it up. His our other buddy that was playing with him was standing there and could see the lady. Like she was just right in front. He could walk around her, and she was constantly still trying to get that dead body. Like that wasn't even going after him. But it was crazy. And I think I have pictures of it somewhere I shared. I'll have to try to find them one day and show them to you. But it was hilarious. So I'm gonna get back in the chat and see some more questions here. Ambience itself is spoopy. Oh, appreciate that, brother. That was you.
Yeah, that was me. I'm participating with the chat
gotcha.
even when.
I have a suggestion. Play Lurk in the Dark Prologue is the game. It's free on Steam. It's scary. Chico Foley, I may say that word wrong, said it was if you want to know him, or if you know him. I have no idea who that is. Definitely keep that suggestion to look up that game. I may play it sometime.
Lurk in the Dark Prologue.
Have either of you ever played Atari? Oh yeah, like the original Atari. Yeah, bro, I played that a lot. Like, yes. I mean, it came out before I was born probably, but I definitely played it. I remember sitting there for hours during the summer playing with a great buddy of mine. He was a weirdo and always picked Kirby. I played Link too. Oh yeah, on Smash Brothers. Kirby was actually a decent one. Even Pikachu was really good at times. But Link was my main man. Like he was. I guess you would say like my what do they call it? What do kids call it nowadays? They're like go to. Their main person. I don't know.
Their main.
Their main. Yeah, that's what kids call it. Their main. I would say Link was my main. You're welcome, Classically, for offering me on the Discord for sure, man. It's been quite a lot recently because, like I said, I've not been streaming or doing much because, like, my family, I'm with them mostly. But feel free to post anything in there. If you are a streamer, feel free to post it in the going live stuff. There's all kinds of sections in there to talk and show off stuff if you want to. Feel free. I'd love to get more people in there and having it popping off again like it used to be.
All right, Mac. We gonna have to. We're gonna have to 1v1.
Only the weird weirdos play Kirby. I'm guessing, James, you like to play Kirby?
Yeah, so Kirby is one of my fun. Like I like to just play around with Kirby, but Fox is always gonna be my main one that I like to play with. But don't you be talking crap about Kirby.
Hey, I do gotta say, I know that the mic you was telling me is like a cheapo when you picked up off Amazon. You got that pop filter over top of it though. In the image, I can see it. It looks really good the way you have it. I just had to point that out there. Mine, you can kind of see it in my screen, but it's just right here. But I try to keep it down and out of my way.
Don't even have the pop filter on. I just have the.
I call that like a pop filter thing going around it. I have the pop filter like you're showing off. I have that on mine right now because I've actually noticed a difference that it makes using it.
Yeah, I need to put this one back on here. I just
with what you have on it. With what you have on it right now, there's no point in having that one on it. They do the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you don't even need that.
Good.
So Brax wants to know how much is your whole setup worth. So I'm assuming, Brax, you're talking about mine. I'll let James share his too as well. So everything that's in the PC when it was new, probably, if I had to guess, maybe somewhere around the 3,000 ish, maybe. I don't know if right now the way it is, with the new RTX 30 series coming out. I'd have to look it up because I have the 2080, and you can hit in chat if you want to, you can hit exclamation point setup, and it goes what's all in my PC. But I have the RTX 2080 amp by Zotac Gaming, the MSIB 570 motherboard, with the Ryzen 5 3600. I have 16 gigabytes of Trident G Skill RGB RAM. Then like the H100i by Corsair AIO plus fans, case, and everything. If I had to guess, let me see how much just a 2080 amp's going for right now. Because that'll give me an idea for everything else. 2080. Let me do. So
Your chair alone is $314.
yeah, I guess if you get it, I do have this chair too. I got it on a really good deal though. I'm not gonna lie.
I hope so. I wouldn't. I paid 150. Well, I didn't pay for mine. Mine was 150.
I paid $50 for this chair.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not a good deal. That's a hell of a deal.
Well, so behind it and stuff, there's like cat scratches from where a cat had got into it. But I mean, I didn't care. It was a chair, and no one's gonna see that.
You got your lumbar support. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I need to put that back in. Right now, where my back's hurting, it hurts it with it in, so I took it off. How do I go see how much this is? This is
PC Part Picker will give you a
yeah. I mean, I'm on Zotac's website right now. I just wanted to see what. Okay, I'm just gonna go PC Part Picker.
While you're doing that, mine. If you factor in the fact that I traded a Nintendo Switch for a CPU and motherboard and $150, I only paid about $400 or $500 for mine. If you don't factor in the cost of the motherboard, since I kind of got it at a really good deal.
All right, so
thanks, Mac. Mac says, digging the Fox thing on your wall.
heck yeah, I said that earlier. So apparently there's no pricing for the 2080 amp. No price history available for this period. Can I see last 1 year? Okay, so price history, the lowest it got was around May 2020 at $699. Looks like for the most part the average it stayed around was around $700. I mean, at one point it was a lot more than that. I know when it came out it was like $1,000. So let's say $699 right now. So everything in my PC, if I had to estimate, I would say probably around close to 2, maybe a little under, with everything in a 2,000. But it's a solid PC. I'm not really worried about getting the new RTX 3080. I would like to have one, yeah, for sure. But I'm not worried about going and picking it up. My 2080 amp's perfectly fine for what I do. I mean, my monitors are just 1080p right now. I would love to have 1440p, 144 hertz or more, but currently they're 1080. So, I mean, that's overkill for my 1080p monitors at the moment. So no issues there. So that gives you around about a price range that you was asking about, Brax. Yeah, I saw you put in the setup there. That's my whole PC setup, the case, everything. So if you want to go through yourself and look up individual prices, you may get a better price. I'm just guesstimating in my head. Or they go to the Amazon blacklist thing. Yeah, I don't even know if that's still on there. Brax, is it still on there? But yeah, I know Classically Mac mentioned your Fox thing. I really like that too. It's a very aesthetically pleasing just art piece to have on your background. I know chat, you can't see it, but I can show you what's on my walls. I got Jaeger, some beer, and Hennessy. So his is a little more art pleasing than what mine is.
Hey, I just threw mine together. Honestly, I like yours as well. I have some foam pads like you've got, except they're all black. Whenever I hope to have a shed one day where I can just deck out into a gaming / streaming room. But I always love having that background. And yeah, the Jaeger, I see it now that the thing's getting caught up.
Yeah, I got those all for free off a friend of mine, and I just hung them up on my wall. I don't really drink a lot of liquor, I guess. I'm not a huge... I mean, I do like Jaeger. When I was younger, I enjoyed the heck out of it. I'd drink it by the gallon if I could. But I'm mostly beer, but those are just I put them up there. Brax, I'll buy your PC for $100 today. Best I can do. I wish. Yeah, I bet you do wish. I mean, I might sell you. Uh, the
Feet pics.
I'll sell you the graphics card box for $100. It's sitting right here. I'll sell you that box for $100. Best I can do. Classically Mac, hell yeah, yeah, man. I know you're probably hell yeahing the signs if I had to guess. I'm not 100% sure. I appreciate it. Like I said, they're you only drink Busch Light, so Budweiser generally, but I have grown to really like Busch Light as far as a beer. It's got a really good taste. I think a lot of people think it's nasty and cheap. It is cheap, but to me, I enjoy the taste. So yeah, I've been drinking a lot of that lately.
Actually, it says Bush Latte. So,
Well, yeah, that's what they call it. So
oh
Classically
yeah,
Mac says, "What games do you normally stream?" So I'm gonna let James answer his real quick while I'm checking my wife's text real quick.
yeah. And actually, this is perfect. So this also gives me time to talk about what I've been doing lately on my stream. So lately, I have been streaming playing Call of Duty Cold War Zombies, and I've been killing zombies for charity. I have been running a charity uh, with a lot of other. It's been like a global thing called Thankmas 2020, and it's been going. The donations have been going to the Red Nose Day Foundation, which is to try to help in child poverty. You know, because a lot of kids out there don't have homes, and there's a lot of kids who just miss out on things. So we've been running that campaign to try to raise money for those kids. And this is my first successful stream or fundraiser, charity fundraiser, because I've done it once before. I didn't really make much from it, but this time, like, I've actually put a lot, put more effort into it. And my goal was only $100, but I actually was able to get up to $120, and it's still going. I will probably stream some more zombies tonight. Maybe pick another game. I'd like to do some streaming of Phasmophobia and Among Us, and actually just got a free game thanks to Nate over here that I will be streaming at some point called what was it? Serial Killer Cleanup.
Maybe yeah, I'd actually got gifted that game from a page I'm on, and I didn't know anything about the game, and I didn't have time to play anything, so I just put it in there for my followers. If anyone wanted a free game, it was in there. So as far as I guess I'll go ahead and say, as far as games that I stream, dude, that's awesome. Hell yeah, yeah. Anyways, as far as games that like I stream, I do stream Warzone here and there. I'm not huge on Warzone. I'm not like good at it. I mean, I'm okay, I guess, but I wouldn't say it's like my main game I stream. I'm kind of a variety. I'll stream like Call of Duty, Warzone, whether multiplayer or Warzone. Um, Apex a little bit, not huge in Apex. I do have some like I said, I have the emulator for GameCube, so I play games such as Need for Speed Underground 2. I really want to get back into playing that. I have not streamed Genshin Impact, but I have it. I haven't played it in a while. Kind of fell off of that. And recently, the last stream I did was a game I never thought I'd stream, but Fortnite. I hate Fortnite for the most part, but they put Mandalorian in it, so I had to pick it up for Mandalorian. And when, I play with my brothers and my nephews and stuff, so that's kind of fun. I enjoy playing with them. Um, just eSkid0216 says hello. Not sure who that is, but hello, welcome to the stream. If you're enjoying the content, if you want to give us a follow, that's cool too. You ain't got to. I hope you're enjoying. It's our first podcast, Beard Talk. Thanks for joining.
Beard Talk. Yeah, thank you for joining. And hey, real quick, do you mind if I go ahead and share that fundraiser link as well?
Yeah,
in case anybody, if you can't donate, that's fine. You can donate as low as $1.
I actually want to ask you how you did that. I wouldn't mind to do it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's it's easy to do. It's through Tiltify, so there's the people who have been streaming for it don't ever handle the money. They just say, hey, this is where it go. This is where you can go to donate it, and it goes straight to it goes from Tiltify straight to the campaign.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do that. I'm assuming you got to like sign up for it or something.
Yeah, so you can sign up for Tiltify, and then you can do whatever campaign. This is my first time using Tiltify, but Thankmas 2020 was something that was set up by Jacksepticeye, and he reached out to all of his followers. He's like, hey, let's do this big thing. Whether you're small, you're big, don't matter who you are, let's get together. Let's do this global donation. And I think last night, it is Jacksepticeye's thing. And then I think last time I had spoken to someone else who was also doing a charity stream, and they actually helped me hit my goal and go past it. They were like 21st in the leaderboards, or whatever. But he said we were like 4.7 million global donated for this. So I love helping out other people, and this was the first time I got to do it successfully, and it's just amazing. Like, it just feels good to be a part of something where you're helping out other people.
That's kind of neat. I might try it. So I'm gonna go in here and try to set.
Yeah, and
Set
you
one
can
up.
actually, just like it's on my Twitch page too. So Tiltify, you can actually do an extension to your page and have it posted up as well. So even if you go to my twitch.tv/SevenBeloved, you'll see it on there too. And then of course it has its main campaign page as
So
well.
where do you go on? I guess do you go down the bottom, start fundraising, or what do you do exactly?
Let me sign out.
I don't even know where to go here.
Yeah, yeah. So you can sign up and then use your email and stuff, and then you can link your Twitch and pick your campaign and do all sorts of stuff. If you pick a campaign that's already going on in a thing, it'll show about Red Nose Day. So Red Nose Day is a campaign with the mission to end child poverty by funding programs that keep children safe, healthy, and educated. So it even gives you tools and stuff to know what you're backing and what their goal is.
Yeah, I mean, I see the like if I just click on yours here on Thank Miss, it like goes to this. How do I go like say I wanted to do it if I were to do it?
I've only done it once, but
Yeah.
you sign up, then you do the normal sign up with your email and stuff, and then you can create campaign. You can type the name and select campaigns that are going on and things like that, and which charities and stuff like that.
So the Thank Miss one, is it Red Nose Day? Is that what it's for?
Yeah, so it's Thankmas 2020 is the name of it, and then the charity that it goes to is Red Nose Day. And then Classically Max said, "Y'all are awesome. I watched him raid other streams. It was cool, so cool." Yeah, actually, while I was streaming too, I was watching Markiplier and Jack as well, and I saw them raid and stuff, and I was like, "Man, that's awesome." I hope to one day be to that point where I can go to other streams and have them raid and help out those donations and stuff too, and help out other people, because that's one thing about a community is like you get together and you build up a community, and then you keep reaching out and helping other people. If you build up more people, it falls into a philosophy that I've been trying to build up called be you, and it's an anagram for build each other up. The Y is silent. I hadn't thought of anything for it, but be you, build each other up. If we all work as one and build each other up and support each other, much like Nate is doing now, helping me out and then having me come out here and chat with him and hang out, it's helping me as well. And I'm here to talk to him and help him. And if we're all building each other up, it's building the entire world up,
Yeah.
little by little.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm like I said, I wouldn't say I'm nowhere near a big streamer, but I do have a little bit of followers on my channel, and I appreciate everyone who does follow or comes into the streams. But I've been thankful enough before to go host raids or raid people. One of my friends was talking about back when we was talking about excuse me, playing Phasmophobia. I was maybe had 5 or so viewers in my stream when I was done, and I went into a random search and found this girl who ended up becoming friends with, who was playing. I think she was playing Fall Guys. Maybe had like 1 follower or 1 person viewing, 11 followers. I was like, this girl looks cool. I'll go in here, talk to her for a minute. I was like, yeah, let's give her a raid. I raided her, and then next thing I know, she got a little bit of following. She raided me back again eventually, and we became kind of friends. We talk here and there and stream, play games together and stuff. So definitely like just introducing yourself and growing your community. It's just a good way to do it. Rating or hosting people, stuff like that. I do have an auto host list on mine, which definitely need to add you to it. But it just will auto host some channels that I think hey, go check these people out. They're not big channels; they may be friends or stuff like that. Gonna have to make BEU a trending thing for sure. For sure, I like that. That's what Classically Mac just said.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's something. Just not to take up too much time going into it, but
Oh, you're good.
when I was working in the jail. I went through a bout of depression, and I was looking around, and the jail was a depressing place. But the worst part about it was I had to worry more about some of the other officers, the way they talk to each other, treat each other and stuff, they throw each other under the bus. And, I was like, why is the world like this? Why are people like this, just to tear each other apart so easily? And I was like, man, I got to find more positivity. I started following these guys and losing weight. These guys called the Kilted Coaches. Wonderful guys. Not only are they're personal trainers, and that's what inspired me to be one, but, they didn't just focus on food and exercise. It was mindset too. So having a good mindset. So you got to take care of not only your mind, your body, and your eating. Everything is important. Everything works together. And so that's where I started getting the idea. I was like, I want to come up with my own thing to like help bring positivity. Even if it isn't something that gets there, at least at some point it'll be there. And so I came up with BU, and which is funny because I'm gonna put it in chat. I have to figure out how to.
He says Phil that he's been in corrections for 5 years, and he has. I know he's worked for him for a long time, and I think now he's doing IT. I mean, that's something I've never gotten into in that field of work. I mean, I looked into it maybe a couple times, but I never did it. But I've known quite a few people that have went and done it, and either came out, either it was, certain situations, maybe lost the job or not, or like you said, with issues personally. So I can definitely feel that for sure.
Yeah, no, if he did corrections for 5 years, that's amazing. Like after 3 years, it wasn't, corrections is a little bit different from working in a jail. I worked for the sheriff's office, and so it was a little bit less stressful, less high tense. I mean, there was definitely those days, but I know corrections is like on a whole nother level. So to be able to do that for 5 years, kudos to you, man. That's amazing. After 3 years, I was tired of having to worry about other people. And
JHouse96, thanks for the follow. I didn't mean to interrupt. I know who that is. Appreciate you following, sir.
You're good. And hey, yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, he's still currently in corrections. Like I said, he does IT now. But I mean, he's told me some stories that, I mean, I couldn't imagine. I could see it definitely hindering someone, or bringing those issues on someone. I've dealt in the past, like, with depression personally, not anything like yours with a job, but just in life, the way things happen and stuff. So I'm definitely, anyone talks about depression or gets into that, I mean, it's a real thing, and I'm all for supporting you. I mean, I don't want to see anyone be down because of it, or feel bad because of it, I guess you would say, words I'm trying to get out there. But depression is definitely a real thing. Not trying to get the podcast over to that talk, but just saying in general.
No, but and that's one thing, like especially in men, like we do not support each other enough like we should, and we do not build each other up enough like we should, and people don't take mental health in men.
No, you're 100% right, because the guy's mentality is, you are a man. You don't need to show that. You hide all your feelings, and you got to be the support line, especially for us family men. We have to be the support line for our families. So I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Absolutely. So, that definitely would be something that would be nice for us, to even go into further one day. Definitely not on our first one. Let's keep it as cheery as possible.
Definitely. I mean, I'm appreciating all the chat we've had going on here. Jay House says, no problem. Shout out to my celebrity friends. I wouldn't say we're celebrities, Jacob. I mean, just close to 1 million views on one TikTok, but definitely not celebrities at all.
Yeah. I don't even have a TikTok, and I'm just like, oh.
You should get one, man. I always swore up and down that I would never get a TikTok, but it was actually one day my sister-in-law was over, and we was having some drinks, and she was like, you should download it. Watch some of the videos. They're funny, you don't got to make anything or whatever. And I was like, she took my phone and downloaded it, and then, next thing I know, I'm coming across stuff that's hilarious. So I'm like, I could do this. So I'm like, I'm going to try, and like I said, right now I have one video that I made that's at 920,000 views currently. So it's definitely can get you out there. And then just from those views, it's not just the views people like, look, oh, this guy's funny, ha. It's the people you get that will follow you, and then they get to see all your other content. And so it's another media that I can use to try to get them over to, Twitch and stuff. Like currently right now I'm at 3,025 followers, which I know just when we first started, me just talking, I was at like 2,900 or something. So just how quick people can start following you. And so that's kind of what I hope to do with it is, what's that say? Oh, just language I can understand. Is to use it as just another media outlet to help grow.
Yeah, and that's probably what I should do is get over that thing. Like, I guess my biggest issue with it is just there's so many people who do the same exact thing, and granted, that should be considered as flattery, because if you do
Yeah.
something that is popular enough, and people are copying it, it's not a bad thing. But then again, at the same time, hearing my wife watch TikToks and hearing the same 12 songs within 30 minutes at 100 times.
Now, one thing I
But no,
can say about TikTok is that it's very getting towards the edge of a. I don't want to say the word. I don't know if I can technically, but you'll know what I say when I say OF commercial. I guess you would say. Pretty much all I about see on there anymore, like is someone will share it or someone will do this or make like something of it. It's just like girls that are just half naked on there. Like, come on. I mean, I guess it's cool if that gets your following and get what you do. Like, I'm all supportive of your body. If you do that, 100% go for it. But that necessarily may not be the perfect place for it, but I guess it could be too. I mean, with all the following you get on it, maybe it is. I can't judge them. I'm not judging. It's just sometimes that's not what I'm looking for. But
yeah, and I mean, if I was an attractive woman, I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I mean, you use the tools you have, and if
Yeah,
you are
for sure.
if you're viewed as an attractive person and you use you use what quality and skills you have, no matter how big or little, if you're using them, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have people hate on you, and as long as you don't let that get to you,
Right.
use it. And then also, Shonda's here. Hey, Shonda.
Yeah, what's up, Sean? And make sure you hit that follow button so you know when we're live again. Just so you know,
Absolutely. Yeah, Shonda. Follow.
But yeah, it's like you said. I mean, if I was a girl and blah blah blah, I mean, I wouldn't say I wouldn't be opposed to it. It's just I've never really been into that myself. But like I said, there's people who are like I've always said, if you can make money if people you're gonna sell toe pictures and people are gonna pay you for it, by God, do it. I mean, do it. That's how I look at it. It is what it is. I mean, if someone's gonna pay me $10 to look at my toe, okay, have at it.
Shonda, if I was an attractive girl.
Oh, she's up in here now. She's like, yeah, hey guys, here's my OF. Go check it out. No, I'm just kidding, Shonda. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
James
James
isn't
isn't already. Thank you. I mean, I do have I'm halfway there. Now I just gotta sell some bath water.
Well, what's weirdly that you guys probably don't know by looking at us is me and James met in person only a couple times with the job we worked at, and just recently when we had to go back to that job site. But I didn't realize how similar we are. Literally, pretty much the same haircut, have a beard, big dudes. I was like, damn, this guy could be my brother.
Yeah, actually, and that brings back a funny story. The first time I actually started using my webcam at work, the other people that we worked with were like, Nate? Wait, that's not Nate.
Yeah,
Shonda said, what I do with my personal life is everyone's business, OF slogan.
That's true. 100%. So, funny thing, Classical Mac says, oh, what are you going to tell us, Mac? But yeah, as I literally, I'll pull off my headset here for a minute. I won't be able to hear James for a second, but we have pretty much similar haircut, long on top. His is a little more put back right now. I could use a ponytail for mine. It's kind of just a mess, and the sides need trimmed. But we're both similar haircuts at the moment.
Beard, glasses, hair. Yep. We're brothers.
I'm not gonna lie, this boggin is getting a little hot, so I may end up taking it off before long. But I'm trying to keep it on.
I haven't seen James since middle school, and now we should.
I didn't know he knew you.
Somebody...
He says, "Is this somebody?" Apparently, it is.
Did not realize.
Apparently,
yeah.
It is. Look at there. Y'all need to dress the same. Twins. Do you know each other in real life? Yeah, Brax, we do. We met each other at work. He the last contract I was on with my job, he started quite a few months back, and he was there, and I met him there, and then we worked on the contract together, and then we're friends. Might start a trend for guys on TikTok. What kind of trend are you talking about?
Yeah. That's what I'm wondering.
Everyone get the same haircut and grow a beard. These are my best friends, y'all. Listen at her.
Oh yeah, she's here to take over the chat. That's
Yup.
oh my gosh, I'm still tripping over the fact that I know Mac, and I'm trying to think of everybody I knew back in middle school.
That happens to me all the time. People will come in and I don't know their username, and they'll be like, "Yeah, hey, I know you." And then they'll tell me who they are, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I do know you. My bad." I want to work where you do at 18, then move on to truck and driving to 21. Well, man, if we're hiring when you turn 18, definitely apply. Rusty over here looking nervous now. Uh-oh, he's calling you Rusty, too. He knows your nickname.
Yeah, he knows my middle school nickname. I haven't used that. Like, as soon as high school hit, I was Russell. And, like, the only time I ever used James is in, like, business or legal or formal setting. But, like...
Yeah, I'm over here calling you James because that's what I'm used to from work. Like, when I found you on Facebook and it was Russell, I'm like, who the hell is Russell?
Oh, Jay House, that's Jacob.
Well, yeah, Jay House is Jacob. You knew that.
Oh,
we're talking about classically Mac.
I know, but I just...
Oh, okay, yeah, that's Jacob.
Yeah, I was like, I did not realize that was him, J House 96. Duh. Yeah, no, and Mac. What? If you don't mind sharing your name, maybe I can remember you. I'm better with faces, but like, man, that is crazy. But yeah, TikTok twins.
There you go. Who knows? Maybe it's a long lost best friend or something. Who knows? While he's working on that and getting that up there, I guess, and maybe if he decides to tell you who he is. So on another subject, I guess back on games, I know we had talked about, excuse me, Phasmophobia and stuff like that. Have you ever played like any other, I guess, scary type games or stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's Tim. Oh, now I know who it is. Yeah. It's been a long time.
He says it's Tim. He's like, oh yeah, okay, I got you. I know too many Tims. If someone said this is Tim, I'll be like, okay, Tim this, Tim that, Tim this. Which one?
No, there's very few Tims I know, and like, I'm almost 99.99% sure that it's the Tim that we used to play N64 and Beyblades and...
God, Beyblades. I never got into that. I played Yu-Gi-Oh, the card game. I played that a lot.
Yeah, I think we played Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon. Like that was some of our things in Pokemon.
Digimon, man. There's still so many people I know that don't even know that they had Digimon card game. I tell people that and they're just like, what? That was a TV show. I'm like, yeah, they had a card game too.
Games, cards.
That's why I brought up
Smash. Yeah, we used to play Smash, yeah.
Jacob says,
that's why he's talking crap about Kirby.
Oh, okay. Now you're going to have to legit make this happen. So Jake says y'all's parents are hiding something. Probably. I mean, my parents biologically are. Yeah, we won't go there.
We came from the same factory, except he went through the brown tent, and I went through the red tent.
Yeah, you know, a beard. It may look black on screen, but it's a really dark brown. And I do have red in my beard too. We're in the summer. If I get a good daylight on it, you'll see the red tinge come through. It's just not as prominent red as his. My son actually. I know a lot of you guys, some of you do, Jacob House, Shonda, and James, or Russell. A lot of you guys have seen my son, but my son actually, my daughter, when she was born, she has dark hair like me, dark brown hair. My son literally has a redhead. I did not expect it, but he popped out with this light hair, and I'm like, what? Is this my son? Look at my wife like, babe. You know, she's like, you have red in your beard. And then I got to thinking about it, like my family and stuff. My grandma had red hair. Hey, man, thanks for those 100 bits, buddy. Thank you, James.
You're welcome, man. And yeah, like my daughter, she has blonde hair, so like you never know what color hair your kid's gonna pop out with.
Yeah, for sure, it happens. Like people in my wife's family have red hair. Like I said, my grandmother had red hair, but I don't remember my grandmother having red hair. So someone had to tell me that. My grandmother, I remember her with gray hair. You know, she wasn't old. She died when she was 61, but all I remember was her gray hair. But then someone brought it up and showed me a picture of her when she was younger. She had red hair. So, like, you know, it kind of makes sense my son's hair is going to be red. Which it may end up lightening up some and turn into more of like a blondish, reddish color. But for the moment, it looks mostly red when you can see it good in the sunlight.
And then, real quick, Shonda said that she played N64 as kids. So that means one day when we're all off, we got to get together when it's safe and stuff and play some N64.
100%. You know, we'll get into Mario Kart, Super Smash, whatever. I'll take you all down. Okay. Don't hold me to that because I may be wrong, but I'll try.
Hey, slappers only. Going down.
I love Mario
yeah.
64. That was a good game.
Yeah, since Shonda wasn't here earlier.
Oh yeah, you got to show them off. Here you go, Shonda. This is for you.
Here, Shonda, for you.
Man, still got the games. Listen, I know we're talking about old stuff, but we talked about cards, Pokemon cards. So I know a lot of you guys probably collected Pokemon cards. You know, I did. I was a huge nerd when I was a kid. So, the most expensive Pokemon card, what is it? Do you know?
Charizard, the first edition.
First edition holographic Charizard. Okay, I had one. It was elementary school. I think it was third grade. I traded a kid a holographic Scyther. I don't know why he really wanted that Scyther, but I traded him a holographic Scyther for his breakfast pizza and the Charizard. I got breakfast pizza and Charizard. So I had 2 pieces of breakfast pizza. My little butt was so happy. Didn't think nothing of it. You know, it was just Charizard to me. I think I turned about 13, 14, somewhere up in that age. Got out of that. You know, I was coming up like playing football and stuff. I'm like, nah, I don't need this. I don't want it no more. So I took all my Pokemon cards and flushed them down the toilet.
What?
Yeah. A first edition holographic Charizard got flushed down the toilet. And you know how much he's worth right now?
Thousands.
Yeah. Let me look it up real quick. I'm going to see if I can find how much he's worth. How much is a holographic first edition Charizard worth?
Yeah, and misprinted cards. Yeah, they do go for a lot. So I could see them misprinted.
I see some here like 25,000, 30,000, 15,000. I mean, I'm not gonna get a perfect example, but thousands is what he's worth. And I flushed him down the toilet like an idiot.
I'm knocking your nerd rating down, Shonda says.
Yeah, that wasn't the smartest thing I ever did as a kid. I regret it every day. I really do. Like, I wish I could go back. I wish they already invented time travel, or at least, you know, if they did invent it, give it to us. You know, I'm not going to get into that either. So I could go back in time and just smack myself and take that card and bring it back so I could sell it. I agree with Sean's decision. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. It was a bad. Like, I can't believe I did it. You know, I'm just gonna share my meme on here and or my little emote and just eat my burger because that's all I can do after that happened. Just eat my burger.
Hey, if it makes you feel better, I had the Platinum GameCube and I had like the Pokemon Darkness Gale like skin with like the dark Lugia on it, and I traded that in the GameStop.
Oh, of course there's beer. LOL. What do you mean? Of course. Oh, the exclamation point beer. Yeah, you can type it in the chat. It'll give a thing talking about Budweiser, but you know I don't just drink Budweiser. I'm kind of more onto the Busch Light latte now. I like it quite a bit. Don't have any currently. You know, it's okay. I got water though. Gotta stay hydrated, people.
Stay hydrated. I don't have water on me.
You see me over here just drinking out of a gallon of water. Do that quite a lot.
LOL.
Nah, I can't knock it. I like Bush quite a lot. So on to another subject. I know, James, you took some pointers down and notes that you want to talk about. What's next?
So we went over the Cyberpunk. We went over Phasmophobia. Nice. Of course, he'd find something like that. And then, so yeah, one thing I had found a article while we were looking into things to talk about, and I saw one that actually I think this kind of fits to all of us because you know all the time people not gaming as a loner kind of thing where you don't really. You know, you sit in your parents' basement and you ignore society and stuff, which is not true. But
my parents never had a basement.
Yeah, me neither. But it was a BBC article, and it says how online gaming has become a social lifeline, which I think is even more true nowadays. Not only with gaming, but social media and stuff has become more of a lifeline with the way isolation. Everybody's been kind of. It's not easy to go out and do things and see family, and it's worse in some areas rather than than others. Like here in Mount Vernon, it's a little bit more relaxed. Some people wear their masks, but there's obviously lots of people were very.
I'm going to interrupt you real quick. So, Classically Mac said, I really enjoyed watching y'all. I got a stream to prepare for. I'll be sure to check back for more content. Thanks for doing what you guys do. Stay classy. Classically Mac, I appreciate that. I know you followed new, and I appreciate that. I know you know Russell or James. Appreciate you being here, man. Hope you have a good stream. I'll definitely have to check you out if you're streaming as well.
Yeah. If you don't mind, link us, and I'll be glad to follow you back and try to help support you as well.
Yeah, feel free to post it. Like I said in my Discord, Russell's in there with us. Post your going live in there, and we'll check you out for sure. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead with what you were saying.
No, you're good. And okay, hold on. Sorry, daughter wants me to help her draw something on the Nintendo Switch for a game I'd bought her. But yeah, no, like it goes back to one of my best friends, I met on Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies. He is one of those guys that, like, if I'm ever in need, I can call him, and he may not be able to do a whole lot, but he'll do whatever he can for me, and it's vice versa. I'll do what I can for him, and that's something that like happened back in 2012, and people all the time knocked it, but now we get here in 2020, and it's essential for people to be able to connect to other people. So Zoom, social media, gaming, it's been a way to connect to people, and I've actually met a couple new people streaming, and having them join me on the stream, and we us playing zombies and stuff together. But it's nice to be able to hop into a multiplayer game and play with somebody, and have that interaction with somebody other than your small bubble.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. And even like before, just now with everything going on in the world, similar situation. A friend of mine who I've not really talked to in a little bit. I mean, we've both kind of gotten up and are working and stuff. But I met him way back in the day on 360 playing Grand Theft Auto Online. His name's Cody, and he doesn't live super far away from me. He lives in Tennessee. But he got married, and I saw he had his kid. I've had my kids, and we've been just congratulating each other and stuff like that, and our friends. So definitely, I can see gaming like that as definitely a like more social anymore. Of course, it can be bad. There are the fishing, the 40-year-old man who's sitting in his mom's basement eating Cheetos and masturbating to anime porn. Those guys will be talking to you, saying they're a 30-year-old woman who's this, that, or other, or a 21-year-old woman, stuff. So yeah, there's definitely that. You just gotta watch out for it. I don't really recommend dating online unless you can meet the person in real life. I mean, nothing against as far as online dating. I mean, I met my wife online for sure. Not like met her. I met her through a friend, but we started talking online. So I mean, there's that. But meet them in person before you get any type of relationship. I will say that for sure.
Yeah, and then always use caution, and just be smart about it. It definitely can be good and wonderful, but at the same time, it can be a dangerous and very easily place to either lose yourself or lose some sort of monetary or materialistic thing, or sometimes you even there's worse stories out there that
for sure
it's just terrible. But
yeah, and Brax, I saw you saying there should do a podcast once a week after Christmas because of Christmas coming up, gonna be crazy and stuff. I mean, yeah, if we can make it work, I'd like that. I've enjoyed this podcast. I hope James has as well. I mean, it's definitely something I'm more interested in doing more of.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. It's been nice. It's been awesome, especially just getting to chat with people and stuff too. Not just with you, but with other people. And definitely, if you guys ever have more suggestions and stuff, even if we don't cover it now, it'll be something we can cover in later. And thank you, Shonda. We're trying our best.
Yeah, I saw also there. You said you think you get nasty men that like you on Facebook. That happens. I get fake like account ads all the time on Facebook. It's some girl by the name Shuming or something, and it's this like porn star looking girl trying to add me, and I automatically delete those. Like, nah, you're fake. I ain't into that. I can already tell what's gonna happen here. I'll add you, and then you'll send me a message like, "Hey, cutie, come check out my live cam on this website." Nah, I'm good. People are gross, 100%.
Yeah, they can be.
Not me though.
Yeah, not you. Okay, man.
Man, I took that boggin off, man. My head was getting hot. and I can just sit here. I need a haircut again. I can see my sides are like going to stick up, so definitely gonna have to talk to the wife and see if she can cut my hair soon.
Yeah. I actually just go ahead and plug her. I hadn't talked to her about it or asked her about it, but the person I always go to in Mount Vernon, her name is Red, and it's Red's Hair Repair, and that's where I would get mine. Like I actually need to get it because I usually keep the sides and the back down to a 0, and I need to go see her again. But she does an awesome job. Like I don't go to anyone else, and it's like it's real cheap to go get a haircut. I think I spend like $21 for my hair, beard, and then getting Lily a haircut, my daughter. Oh, hey,
Oh, look,
speaking of spam.
Want to become famouses. Let me go ahead and ban. Look at that. You're all banned. It's okay, Brax. I banned them. But speaking of which, I think Brax, I don't remember, Brax, are you a mod? You could have done it too. I don't remember if I made you a mod or not. I got to remember how to make mods. I need to make you a mod on mine too. But yeah, back on the subject, like gaming and online gaming. That's the majority of what gaming is anymore, is online gaming. That's what people do. That it definitely can be social and make friends, and even further from that, I mean, we can grow with it. Other social platforms as well as just gaming, like TikTok and Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff. I mean, God, there's people that make livings off of it anymore. There's actually a guy in an area close to where I'm at in the Tri-County area that I didn't know till yesterday has a YouTube channel and has over 1 million subscribers. Like that's his income. That's crazy. Like, I mean, I wish I could do that. I'm not inclined enough with videography and stuff to do it, but that's insane.
Yeah, and then Brax actually he's got a good question. I'd love to hear your side of this as well. What inspired you both to start streaming, and who is your all's sorry, you got that southern thing. Biggest inspiration?
Well, go ahead. I'll let you go first.
No, you.
Okay. So what inspired me to start streaming? I started my Twitch channel up probably, I don't know, a little over 2 years ago, and did some small streams here and there. Nothing. I mean, I kind of quit doing it. It was a friend of mine who told me, like, hey, I think you'd be okay at it. You should stream, have fun. And I got that thing. What most small streamers start out with. I streamed. If you have friends got on there in the beginning, I had 5-6 people watching, and I was looking at it like, yeah, I got these people talking in chat, and it kind of dies down. I didn't put myself out there or try to grow myself. I just did that, and then I just kind of quit, like, yeah, and then whatever. Well, that friend of mine who's became my best friend, he actually, and I don't mean for this to get depressing at all. I'm not trying to make it get depressing, but he actually died this year. And I went through all that, a little bit of depression spurt, which still hits me from time to time. And I quit playing my computer because when I played with him, and I quit playing any games, quit really doing anything game related, and I actually got to a point where I was thinking about selling my computer, but decided not to. Something hit me and I decided not to, and then I got in here and I was just doing something one day, and I thought, man, maybe I should try to stream again. He always enjoyed that. His name's Joe. He always enjoyed. He was always there, and he was a big supporter. And I decided to try streaming again, and I actually worked on it and tried to grow myself. I watched some YouTube videos. Alpha Gaming is definitely a good YouTube channel to check out if you want to get into streaming. He does some great stuff and helps you with promoting, gives you great resources, as well as Gale Level. He does too, and also with setting up your stream and making overlays and stuff. But then I got into that, and I just started kind of slowly growing. And I know I've kind of backed off of it a little bit with the holidays, with family and stuff going on. My family, like I will always say, is first. So I've kind of backed off from it, but I am getting back into it, and I want to stream. I'm trying to stream regularly, just not as much as I was, but I want to get back into that after the holidays. But either way, and when I started doing it, it was like he was there with me. And he's there with me when I stream, and he's in the back of my head, over my shoulder, watching, whatever you want to say. And so that's kind of what got me to keep streaming and stay streaming, was him. When it comes to like the biggest inspiration or the way I would say it is the one person I watch the most streaming wise, that I take a lot of, not necessarily tips from, but enjoy to watch, I would say is Tim the Tap Man. He does rage a lot, but he's funny, and he's very good at what he does. He's very good with talking with people, interacting, and I like how he does that. I honestly don't watch a lot of streamers. I watch mostly my friends who stream, but big streamers really the only one I do watch is Tim the Tap Man. I take some inspiration from him, but overall, biggest inspiration what I would say is my best friend Joe. He was my biggest inspiration to start streaming and why I stream today.
That's awesome. Uh, uh, maybe I should have started off. I don't know if I can top that one. So as far as streaming, there's not a whole lot of people I watch streaming, but I watch a lot of YouTube, and my favorite YouTubers, well, a bit like my top ones that I like to go watch is the Game Grumps, and I'm actually wearing one of their shirts from the Ghoul Grumps, and
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who those are.
yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. So they actually they'll play games and they'll talk, and they don't have a camera, so it's just them in the game, and them talking, and then of course sometimes they'll have videos with themselves, and they actually started like more channel another channel where they do different stuff where they're actually on camera and stuff, but then like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Lord Mini 777, which his name is Wade, and MyScrum, which is Bob. I watch a lot of them guys play stuff together and things, but like I'd say Markiplier is probably one of the biggest goal inspirations, like to where he went, from going to college and then started trying to do YouTube, and then YouTube was so young, and then he just blew up, and it was amazing to see the kind of community and the kind of things he does. He is my inspiration as far as wanting to give back to the community, to be able to be big enough to where, because me personally, I don't care about money. Yes, I'd like to have nicer things and buy things with money and pay bills,
Right.
but like to be able to be well known enough that like when I send out a call, guys, let's donate, let's help, let's help these smaller channels, let's help these, let's help these charities, let's do this. That's where I'd like to be. So, just watching them on YouTube, and then lately since I've been on Twitch more, I've been watching them on Twitch, and usually what I'll do is I'll watch their videos on YouTube after they've streamed or something, then they'll have them edited and then port it over on YouTube. And that's usually what I'll do. And oftentimes that's what I'll do. I won't edit. I haven't been editing or anything, but I'll just stream on Twitch, and then I'll export it to YouTube. So that way, once it, with Twitch, you only have a certain amount of time before it's erased. I'll put it in YouTube, so that way it's there forever. I don't have to worry about it going away. It saves hard drive space. But that's where I'd like to be one day, is big enough where I can have a friend where we sit down and chat and play video games, and then also stream and have charities and just give back to the community.
Yeah, and I know a subject that we touched on earlier. I don't know if everyone's in here. You actually had a charity going on recently on your streams, and you too are a smaller streamer. And even like, I'm definitely not trying to brag anything, but definitely smaller than like the outreach I have currently. Not that mine's big or anything, but you were able to meet your goal of $100. You actually overachieved that at the moment, so that's definitely something pretty awesome. It's definitely something I want
Yeah,
to look more into doing, is charities and stuff eventually. Maybe even a
yeah.
charity podcast that we do one day.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what was really cool about it, is like, it was something that was started by Jacksepticeye, who is known. He's well known. Even if people don't watch him, you've at
Does
least
he
heard.
go by like Spadicy?
Yes,
Okay, yeah, I've heard of him.
Spadicy, Jacksepticeye.
He's on a lot
He's
of Mr. Beast YouTube channels or
yeah,
videos.
yeah. Uh, and Game Theory. They recently had a fundraiser for St. Jude, and their original goal was like 1 million. They mashed it by getting 3 million donations to
Wow.
St. Jude's. So
I mean,
like,
that's something I would love to do. Have an outreach where we can get up in like millions like that just to donate. I mean, my biggest thing I would always love to help support is anything that has to do with children. Even with like cancer for children, anything like that. Hey, while we're at it, I see a new follower. Appreciate that.
And hosting.
Eneman, I believe it is, and hosting. Appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast. Feel free to chat with us. If you enjoy it, I appreciate that follow. I really do. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about now. Oh, having the outreach to like that, and like I said, the children, anything that has to do with children that has anything to do, like I said, with them being sick, stuff like that. I hate seeing that, and that gets to my heart. So being able to help with that would be awesome. So definitely in the future, guys, if you guys think that'd be something cool, I definitely like to do a podcast possibly where we also have a maybe a goal that we try to reach for a charity on that. He says, I know the guy on the right. Well, I'm the guy on the left, so he knows you.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know your username, but if you know me, awesome. And thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. And thank you for the follow for him. And of course, if you can, follow me on mine as well. And then FPS Brack said, James, you get a small profit from raising that money, or does it go to the campaign? I know it goes to the campaign, but like, do you get a small profit from raising and promoting charity? Actually, yeah, no, I get absolutely nothing. And other than
Yeah.
just the joy of being a part of something and helping the community. And I know that may sound cliche, but no, it's absolutely true. I
Yeah.
truly love just the fact that like nothing goes to me, and I am absolutely happy
Yeah,
to
for
have
sure.
all that money.
And that's something when you are doing like a charity like that where it goes to 100% to the charity, that's awesome. And when you do get, let's say, like big enough to be an affiliate on Twitch, um, just those viewers being in there, they may be in there and donating to that charity, but them also being there and interacting with you helps support him and like me, help support us. So I mean, you don't necessarily have to donate to us or anything like that, like sub, whatever. I mean, if you do, you do, and we appreciate that. But whenever we do decide to do like a charity, I would love to do a charity podcast. I would love just to see the outreach on that and people helping support that, because that's definitely something that's always good to do. I mean, I don't make a lot of money, so I may not get to necessarily donate a lot, but I can tell you the one I do the most to is probably a Taco Bell. My family, we love Taco Bell, and every time I go there, I get this. Okay, totals 12.33. Would you like to round it up to $14 to help the kids? And I just tell them yes every time. I mean, making it an even dollar, I'll donate that little bit to them. It's not a lot, but it's something I can do. You know.
Oh yeah, that's when like I remember for a while Taco Bell was doing. Do you want to round up to the nearest to the next dollar to help kids with I can't remember if it was school supplies, but it was kids, and I was like, oh yeah, absolutely. If it's
Yeah,
going towards kids and anything school related, education related, sign me up for it.
100%. Chicken quesadilla is the best. I mean, I do agree, but I usually go for the cheap stuff. A lot of $5 boxes.
Yeah, can't beat the $5 box at all.
No, but I
And I
mean,
apologize
no,
for not looking at the camera at the moment. My daughter's having me draw something for her on a game.
you're good. You're good. It happens. I mean, my wife texts me and stuff like that. She was already asking me how long I was going to be, doing this for and stuff. And like I said, I didn't give her an exact time because I don't know exact time. I just told her not too late. I mean, I don't plan on being on here till midnight or anything, but for a couple hours. And I enjoy, like I said, that I'm off earlier now. Used to I was off at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time and wouldn't even be streaming right now, but that I can be off at 5 o'clock and start streams up when I can stream. Definitely get more time in and hopefully get more people to come in. That may not be on at the later times. Um, but yeah, as far as charities, I'm wholeheartedly 100%. I need to look into that and figure out how to set it up, but definitely want to do a charity podcast. I'd enjoy that quite a bit. And I would
And if
assume,
need be,
huh?
oh sorry,
No, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say if need be, like when we're not doing anything, I'll you can like video call me or something, and I'll help you, walk you through it since I'm better at like seeing and walking something through it other than rather than just
Telling you.
word by direction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. I mean, I wouldn't mind that at all. I'm sure I can look it up, but if nothing else, I'll hit you up for sure for that assistance. Um, you running Intel or AMD these days? Oh, he wants to know if you're running Intel or AMD.
Definitely running AMD. I know there's a lot of people who love Intel, but I'm an AMD kind of guy. It's cheaper, just as good, still powerful. Right now, I've got the AMD FX 8350 for my CPU, and then I've got a XFX XXX OC something like that, 8 GB for my graphics card, and then an MSI gaming motherboard. Which thankfully, I had a lot. I had a lot of help from a friend, picking out parts and stuff. And the case I got from a friend. But I really like AMD. The only thing I really would like to do eventually is upgrade my CPU. I'm happy with my graphics card.
Yeah, and I mean I can say the same. My AMD, I have the Ryzen 5 3600. I prefer AMD over Intel when it comes to their CPUs and stuff like that for sure. Now I'm not as big on the AMD graphics cards. Though the new ones, I hear a lot of good about them. But I rock the Nvidia graphics cards mostly.
Man, he has a Tesla 12 GB card I need to find a home for. It only works on Intel. Well, if I had an Intel computer and I had the money to pay for it from you, I would definitely take it from you. Because I mean, I'd like to build a PC for my daughter one day, so that way she can get into PC gaming as well. And then FPS Brack says Ryzen is way better for gaming and streaming. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a Ryzen. My CPU's not Ryzen, but I definitely like it for gaming. The only thing I could say is I need quieter fans. I used to give you all my older parts, though. I thought I'd pass it. Well, if you want to pass it my way, I mean, I can always find a home for it. And if you used to give me all your older parts, then I can think of a couple people that could be. I had like 3 different friends that parted things down to me. So
Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's always a good thing to have if you have friends and stuff that'll help you out and give you like the old parts. I mean, that can come in handy. Um, Brack says I seen a Tesla at Walmart today. I think Brax is from the same town I am, or town I'm in. We actually have our Walmart, and we're in a very small town. Our Walmart has recently, maybe like a year ago, maybe a little older, I don't remember. They in the parking lot added an electric car charging station where there's like 4 or 5, 6 of them maybe. Which when I first saw it, I'm sitting here. No one in this area has those. No one has a Tesla. No one has these electric cars. Why is that here? But after I got to talking to some people, I found out the reason they did it is because now it's the closest charging station that's in between Knoxville and Knoxville, Tennessee, Lexington, Kentucky. So it's the closest one if you're traveling to stop and charge at. So it makes sense. Though I don't know if many people probably know about it yet. But that's cool that you saw one there. I've never seen a Tesla in this area.
I have seen some, but they're usually on the highway going another way. So
Yeah, I mean, I've seen stuff on the highway. Never actually, I can't say I've ever seen a Tesla like in this area. Even on the highway. I've seen like I saw a Lamborghini once, which I know the guy that owns it used to be my chiropractor. He actually lives in this town. He owns a Lamborghini, which don't know why he does. This is a horrible town to own a Lamborghini in. I took a video of it. You have to send me that video, man. I'll check it out. That's pretty neat, especially something to experience. You don't see a lot of high end cars, and I know Tesla's not something crazy, to see. It looks like a normal car, but they are expensive cars. So definitely more high end, I would say. And
yeah,
they're
like
pretty quick with those electric motors too.
yeah, and I looked it up real quick. Like the base starting range would be priced somewhere around 36,000, just base. So
Shonda
I
says
can
because
imagine.
he can. Yeah, they get expensive. I know like one YouTuber I watch has a Tesla. He has like a drift mode, which is insane. But yeah, he does. He has. Oh, I know he has like a Lexus SUV that he drives to work and stuff. He did have this Ferrari. It's like a special edition. I don't remember, but it was just an 8 cylinder. It sounded mean, and I remember asking him one day how much he paid for it, and he wouldn't tell me. All he told me is that it was 6 figures, and I was like, "Geez." And he told me that he bought it cash, and I'm like, "Good Lord, I need your job." Like he owns his own like his practice. He owns it, so that's why he makes more than like a normal, I guess, like not necessarily doctor, but chiropractor. I guess it's a doctor. But he had the Ferrari, and I remember asking him one day, what's the fastest you had that thing to? I mean, it's got to be pretty quick. And he told me, he's like, I'll be honest, the fastest I've ever had it was 70 miles an hour on the interstate. And I was like, I just looked at him. I was like, hand me the keys. Let me show you how to drive it. He wouldn't do it though. But I think he had a Corvette at one point in time that was like souped up, had like the computer hooked up in it and stuff. But I know most recently he ended up trading the Ferrari in and got the Lambo. And I've only ever seen it, I think, once that he was driving. He doesn't drive it to work. He'll drive it nonchalantly here and there. He may not even have it currently. He may have got rid of it. I may have to text him. I do have his number. I may have to text him like, hey, you still got that Lambo? But I'm also surprised that he does because he's told me stories about when he had the Ferrari of him driving around like town and people following him because they're like, oh, this fancy car, what's it doing here? And literally people following him to his house. So that would be kind of sketchy for sure. Tesla cars
Yeah,
are
I don't
nice
know.
to drive. They're a little stiff sometimes depending on the road. I wouldn't know. Never been in one.
Yeah, neither have I. I mean, I'd be happy just to be in a passenger seat to say I've been in one. But then again, I also would love to own a tank, so I'm not really the best person to ask.
I wouldn't mind having a tank either. Something that blows my mind with Teslas, I know we're getting into car talk, but whatever. I like talking about cars too. Is the autopilot? They actually have cars with autopilot. What the man? Like what? When I was a kid, that was like futuristic stuff, and I can't believe cars nowadays have an autopilot. That's insane. I don't know if you've ever seen that or looked into it.
Got to get a new HDMI. My screen keeps popping in and out.
Oh, you're good. I think maybe your mic. I think you talked there. I didn't hear you. Oh, now I hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what it was. I didn't hear you for a second. Maybe in my end. Did you hear what I was saying though about the autopilot on Teslas?
Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like to have a car drive you. Granted, technology is amazing, but I'm always I've only been in a couple of accidents, and generally it's either nature or the other person's fault. So leaving it into a computer's hands, I mean, computers are smart, but I'd be a little worried at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can agree. I would too. Brack says this 15 or 16-year-old YouTuber bought a Tesla. What YouTuber is it? That's crazy. They've shown people asleep driving to work on the news and those things. That's insane. I'm gonna have to look up videos of that. I couldn't imagine. There's no way. Like I'm with James as far as having a computer like drive me would make me feel uncomfortable. I might do it, but I would definitely be sitting there staring and watching everything and ready to take over. But as far as like going to sleep, I could not do that. There's no way, no way.
Yeah, like wake up and then be in a ditch. Just like, man.
Or just never wake back up.
Wake
Never
up dead.
Exile, hey man, thanks for tuning back in while you're on break. Hope work's going good. Shauna
Yep.
says I'm gonna get off here and be proactive, be productive since your employee. I won't say nothing there. Hope work's going good. Jack Doherty is the YouTuber. I don't know who that is. I can't say I've ever watched him. I know a YouTuber that I've seen pop up here and there, and I've watched a couple of his videos here and there. There's a kid named Tanner Fox. He's like maybe 20 now, though. I know he has one. Lone Wolf, there's a man I've not seen in a while. What's going on, brother? Thanks for tuning into our podcast.
Yep. Welcome to our first ever podcast, too.
Yep. Definitely, I'm enjoying it. It seemed to go pretty good. I definitely want to do it some more, I think. Wake up to the ghost version of you laying next to you in your own body. Yeah, I could see that happening. That's why I couldn't trust a computer to drive me. I don't think. I mean, I would do it just to say I did it, but there's no way that I could wholeheartedly sit there. I keep checking my TikTok. I want to see if that video hits 1 million views, because if it does, that's like insane. Someone like me having something out there that 1 million people have watched me, like. Be crazy. It's at 931.4 right now. Like that's just insane. Like what? If it hits 1 million, that'd be stupid. Like stupid.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do a podcast.
I feel it'll get there.
I think it will too, because it's just continued to grow, and I never expected it to. I remember like a couple days ago, it was like 80K, and I was like, what? That's insane. And then I just checked it, and it was like over 100, and then now it's just kept growing. And like I said, guys, if you don't do TikTok, I was always the person that said I will never do TikTok. But it's a great social media platform to help grow other social medias like Twitch and whatnot. Definitely look into it. So Wolf says, I've always wanted to do a podcast. Yeah, me too, man. I know I've talked to you about it. We're finally doing it, and I'm enjoying it. Definitely wouldn't even mind like a 3-person podcast or more. If we decide to get more people into it, definitely could get into it. I would have to figure out how to do the video on it, though. Definitely got it kind of rigged right now, how we got his video and my video on here. So, but it's working. That's what matters. It's working.
However we can get it to work, we got it to work.
Brack says Tanner Fox is a good skateboarder. I will actually pause you there because I know he's not a skateboarder. He's actually a scooterer. because I didn't know professional scootering was a thing until I saw one of his YouTube videos, and I was like, "What? That's a thing?"
He's a scooter.
Yeah, he's like the stuff he does though blows your mind. Like the dude can just like be standing on the ground on a scooter and do a flip in the air with it and land back, and I'm like, I can't even do that on a trampoline anymore.
Yeah, Toxic. Start a podcast, man. I'll definitely swing by when you do. And
Yeah, for sure. And any people that are interested in the podcast, if you're not already in my Discord, make sure you hit !Discord in the chat. Join the Discord. I'm gonna have to make a like just a text channel about podcasts and ideas of stuff to go over. I think that's really good, and I'm enjoying podcasting. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. And I've had other outreaches of people like interested in it, but it's never really went anywhere. So I'm definitely interested in doing more podcasts. And like I said, guys, I want to do um, a charity podcast. I don't know if we'll get one before Christmas is over. That would be cool to do one for Christmas, but even if we don't, later on, a charity podcast I think would be neat. So I'm actually, well, I'm gonna let James talk a minute. I'm gonna go in my Discord channel if you're not already in it, and I'm gonna go ahead and make us under the community section. Or no, I'm gonna, yeah, under community, I'm gonna make a new text channel for podcast. I'm gonna label it
all right,
Beard Talk Podcast.
all right, awesome. Um, yeah, so we're talking about the charity and stuff. So again, I know a few of you may have already heard this, but recently I joined into the Thankmas 2020 charity, which the proceeds go to the Red Nose Day, and of course everything goes to the campaign. Nothing, we make nothing from it. And this was actually my first charity stream, and I made goal and then some, and it's still going on. So I'll post the link again here in a bit. But even if you don't donate, share it with some friends, families, whatever, whoever you can, whomever, just spread the word, and the more we can do, the better. And even if you don't donate through my campaign, there's plenty of other people. If you look up Thankmas 2020 or the Red Nose Day charities, there's plenty of people out there doing it. And I don't know if you read that this comment yet, but Lone Wolf said, "Let me get my computer and whatnot. I'll three men podcast with you." See,
Heck
yeah,
yeah,
man.
heck yeah, for sure. I know Lone Wolf. Me and him have talked about it and stuff like that, and he's been interested, and I'm definitely interested in having Lone Wolf in there. Guys, I went ahead. I know Lone Wolf went ahead and got the Discord link in there. If you're not in it, join it. I went ahead and made a Discord text channel under community. It's the bottom one right now. Feel free to post any ideas, topics, and also let us know if you would like to be on a podcast. We'll definitely do that. This is our first, and I hope it's the first of many. I think I'm gonna start labeling them now. I'm gonna have to start labeling them. So this one, the next one is gonna be Beer Talk Podcast number 2. Just label them. I enjoy this. I like talking with you all, and it's a different interaction than when I'm playing games and I got to look away from my game and talk to you all. Definitely different interaction, and you can talk with us and like I said, if you want to be live with us, for sure, we'll figure that out. Maybe we can get your camera on there too. If we can't, and you don't want to be on camera, that's fine. You can just have voice. But definitely let us know. Talk to us on the Discord. James is also in the Discord channel, and he can interact with us in there too. I think this is something I definitely want to keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm enjoying it, and definitely and then Toxic was talking about, I don't know if any of my friends would even want to be a part of a podcast. But hey man, we may not be formally friends, but hey, I'll be your friend and I'll podcast with you, and we'll talk about anything. Literally, he came up with this idea that he's like, "Hey, you want to do this?" And I'm like, "Sure, man." And we were like, "What are we gonna talk about?" Let's think. And we're like, "Whatever. We'll just pick a few topics, try to bounce off of it, and just let it go." And especially the fact that we've had people here talking with us definitely has made it easier. So the more interaction, the better. And then Animan, he mentioned Amazon Smile. And some people may not like Amazon. I actually like Amazon. And
I don't even know what Amazon Smile. What is that?
yeah, so Amazon Smile, you pretty much you just buy through Amazon Smile, and the proceeds and donations, and it's a way for to donate through buying through Amazon. I don't know the
Okay.
full thing, so I probably can't explain it the best. But yeah, that's actually a great opportunity. And actually, believe it or not, today I just switched my charity on there to Red Nose Day, since I was already donating to them. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah,
And then
and if you want to go ahead, well, he did right there, guys. In chat, that is SevenBeloved or James's charity that he's working on right now. If you guys feel so inclined or want to, you do not have to. It is I mean, it's not like asked for. You don't have to do it, but if you'd want to, feel free to go in there and leave any type of donation you would like. That I mean, none of that profit goes to him or me. It strictly goes straight to the charity. So again, if you feel ever so inclined or would like to, make sure you do that. And it would definitely be supportive. He's got another goal he's trying to reach. And again, in the future, we'll have some podcasts we'll do, and we'll definitely have a charity on there. I definitely want to do that. I think that would be cool. Sleepy Jace, what's going on? Jace, nice to see you in here. Jace, if you wouldn't mind, SevenBeloved, make sure you go give him a follow. He's a friend of mine. He's also the one who's in here on the podcast with us. But thanks for being in here. Your beard is very glorious as well. If you ever want a podcast with us, let me know. We could get the triple beards up in here. He also, if he hasn't done it, he has a similar haircut to us as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to meet him then. People come to the podcast and be like, "There's only one person with their image 3 times. What's going on here?"
Yeah. I know Lone Wolf says, were you talking about sorry, I brought up my Discord. Are you talking about like Amazon lists for people to donate with? Is that what you were talking about?
I'm not entirely sure. I hadn't really used Amazon Smile. I'm not that familiar with it.
Yeah, I can't say I am either. I've never heard of it till today, to be honest. I'm definitely gonna look into it though, see what it is.
Yeah, but I know that like you share your Amazon Smile link with people, and if they use that link and then they log in with their account and they just make purchases and stuff, Amazon makes like a portion of profit or whatever. They put some of that towards it.
I got you. That's similar to I have. If you go to my about on my page on Twitch, there's actually an Amazon blacklist that's there, which shows you my stream gear, everything I have. And if you want to go in and purchase anything, you can click on that link. And a small portion, it's not very much, does go to me though. I don't know if anyone's ever used it. I don't look into that. I'm sure they probably haven't at the moment. But that is there. So if you're ever interested in getting some stream gear, looking at what I have, and interested in any of the specs I have, you can definitely use that as well. I set it up forever ago, and I'm actually pretty sure it's one of those things. If no one buys anything or a certain amount over time, like I lose it, which is fine. I just did it for the heck of it. But it's probably similar to that, if I had to guess. Just saw you just posted there. Amazon Smile is a simple way for you to support your favorite charitable organization every time you shop, at no cost to you. Amazon Smile is available at this link on your web browser and can be activated on the Amazon Shopping app for iOS and Android phones. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that was a thing. So that's new information to me. So I'm assuming these companies or dealers that sell their stuff through Amazon, if you sign up with that, maybe a portion of that goes to, instead of to the dealer, it goes to the charity. I'm assuming, kind of like how it works. If I had to guess.
Yeah, and then there's a way that you can like have your own. So like if you share yours, it'll people can just go. They don't have to pick a charity, but if they click your link and go to Amazon and make a purchase, the charity that you picked out will get part of those proceeds.
That's pretty neat. And I'm gonna go ahead and apologize again. My posture keeps changing. My back's acting up a little bit, hurting, so I'm moving around some. So, Anoman, I'm probably saying that wrong, says that he has it set up right now for a dog charity. That's pretty cool. That's something I actually don't hear of a lot, is people doing charity for animals, and that's something I hate. I may joke sometimes. We have 3 dogs at home, and we don't have a lot of land. We're right in town, and we have a golden doodle, and she likes to run and be everywhere. So she sometimes gets in the way, and I'll get aggravated at her. But I'm always for supporting dogs. My mamaw was the same way. That kind of happens to me. If I see a stray animal, I'm always like over there trying to get it to come to me and love on it, and try to see if I can't find someone to give it a home or something like that. I may not be able to take it in, but I'll feed it at least. Trying to do that. My mamaw was way worse. She would bring them in. We would have animals upon animals in the house. She'd just bring them in. Find a dog walking on the street, she'd bring that sucker in. Stuff like that. Jay says, sorry if I haven't responded to anyone. I'm busy at the moment, just listening to the podcast. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you being here listening. That means a lot to me. Really does. I hope you're enjoying it. Every SOI, or every so often, they match what you made and make it. Oh, okay. So that's what they do. That's pretty awesome, though, that Amazon does that. I know Amazon has really grown a lot lately. I use Amazon products. I have like Amazon Alexas in my house, and I also have the Googles, which is actually right in front of me at the moment. But I have more Amazon. I only have one Google. But I actually found an app recently I didn't know Amazon had for my iPhone. That's a photo backup app. So like if you have an iPhone, I know you have like iCloud you can back it to, but you only get so much free, and then you got to pay for it. and I don't want to pay for it. I have Amazon Prime because me, my wife, my in-laws, sister-in-law, a bunch of us order stuff on there. So I just have Prime so we can get a 2-day shipping. Um, and they have an app where you can back up your photos to it, and it's unlimited. There's no amount of space you can go over. So I went ahead and downloaded that and backed up all my photos. So I know Amazon's really getting their reach out there further, and even with that, just like global wise, as far as I've seen the commercials. They want to go completely green with their vehicles and all this stuff, and I think it's a really cool thing that Amazon's doing. And I mean, they may end up topping Google one day. I know Google and Apple are two of the biggest ones out there, but Amazon's really competing with them. They are.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't know about the Amazon where you could back up your stuff. Just like with Google, you can you have the Google Drive where you can back up photos and stuff.
Yeah, he says it only works for photos though. You upload one music file and you got to pay for it. I don't really upload music files though. I have Spotify, and I have a premium account on it. That's where all my music is from, which I actually realized had quit playing. I'm gonna play some more in the background. I just use Spotify and it all saves there, so I don't really got to worry about backing up any music or anything. Or I don't really save movies, stuff like that. I just stream them through Netflix and stuff, which actually brings me to another thing. I saw a meme today that had like Netflix this much, Hulu this much, Amazon Prime this much for this and this, and basically it was like saying all these streaming devices, and then when he totaled them all up, equals as much, if not a little bit less or more than what like paying for cable does. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that. And then you got those weird people like me who have all those streaming services, and I have DirecTV service. So
What was that again?
And sorry, guys, I know you hear us go back and forth. He is with his family, so you may talk with them too. So just pay no attention to that. But
Who is?
but yeah, a Nomen, and tell me if I'm saying that wrong. I think it's a Nomen. I may have been saying it wrong the first time. That backup service though for photos is awesome because we all have iPhones. I've had Androids. I like them too. But just for the simplicity of it, I keep an iPhone. The family has them, and we have our text groups and stuff that we're in. My phone, I have the new 12 Pro Max, and everyone loves to use my phone for the camera now. So any family photos, photos of our kids, photos of anything, my camera is used for it. So to be able to back them up, because before if it was just me, I wouldn't have many photos. But now I've had this phone for maybe 2 weeks, and there's already over like 1,200 photos. So having that area that I can just go back them up to, and then I can go delete them off my phone if I want to, helps me and saves me a lot. Digital Storm. I'm assuming Wolf. Here's the computer I'm planning on getting. He says. I was going to ask if that's what you're planning on getting. So let's see what you're getting, brother.
Yeah. So.
$7,067 PC.
Ooh, that's expensive. Yeah, and so what my wife off screen was telling me about is something about distilleries being able to ship alcohol straight to your home. I thought that was good news to hear.
Is it that's a thing?
Apparently, she said something about distilleries being able to ship alcohol to your home. So
This guy's getting a 3090. Jeez.
Get a whole barrel.
Killing it, Wolf. I didn't know that was a thing. I know how much it was, like $7,000 is what that PC is when you click on the link. I can't tell you how many iPhones and laptops have blown away. Oh, for sure. 3 boxes of wine delivered today. I didn't know that was legit a thing that you could. I don't know if it's necessarily in my area. Like I said, I'm in a small town. Is that through Amazon? Or what? I don't know. I don't know we're talking about Amazon, but I didn't know there's a thing. I mean, I was literally just saying the other day that I wish there was a delivery service, like there is for DoorDash and all that stuff. I wish there was a delivery service that would could bring, beer or whatever to your house. Even though I can easily get up and go get it, but that'd be kind of nice, when say you buy a 12 pack and you drink them all and you're like, dang, I should have bought a little more. And then you can't drive yourself and no one's home to take you. Hey, pull my phone real quick, bring me some more beer,
You remember when they were talking about those Amazon drones? I need an Amazon drone to drop off some more whiskey.
There you go. So he says Target ordering online. They gathered it up and sent it to the house. Well, there's not a Target where I live. The closest one is in Knoxville, Tennessee. So I don't think that would be anything in my area. But that's cool that they're working on it. He says he lives in Huntersville, North Carolina, I believe it is. So someone you probably know in North Carolina. I know you said you used to live there. That's definitely neat. We don't, like I said, where I live, we don't even have DoorDash or those what are the other ones called? They're not like necessarily food, but like a Lyft and stuff like that. We don't have that where I live. That's just not in my area.
Even though I live in Kentucky now, North Carolina, it's a beautiful state, and there are a lot of places that are you know, definitely have those conveniences and stuff that are really nice, and you know, and what's really nice about North Carolina is even though there's a bunch of cities that have those conveniences, there's also a lot of small towns still too.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as living in Kentucky, honestly, I thought there was a Target in Lexington, so I thought that might have been the closest one. But
Oh, there is one in Lexington, but where I live at, I'm closer to Knoxville than I am Lexington.
Yeah, I'm a little bit closer.
Yeah, I can be in Knoxville. The way I drive, 45 minutes. But speed limit wise, about an hour. I can be in Knoxville. It takes me an hour and a half at least to be in Lexington.
It's weird seeing you with a wife and a kid. When I used to watch you on the weekends, feeling old. Yeah.
Awkward. Awkward.
Yeah, I won't say his name on stream just because I don't know if he wants me to share it or not. But yeah, he's known me for a long time, and he actually the reason he offered that computer part to me is he actually he is one of the biggest influences to the reason I love building computers. Like I built my computer and I didn't spend much on it. I would have spent a little bit more if I had to pay for the motherboard and the CPU.
Right.
But of course, I got a deal. I had a second Switch, traded it, and also got the $150 with the motherboard and the CPU. But yeah, he used to give me some spare parts and stuff, and I just would tinker and try to build stuff. And yeah, so it's awesome to see somebody that I've known for so long join us on this stream.
For sure. For sure. Back in 2010, 2013, I was at Fort Campbell, Clarksville. Okay, I'm guessing that's in North Carolina too. I don't specifically know North Carolina area that well.
I think so. Yeah, there's a lot of North Carolina doesn't look big, but it is. Like it looks like Kentucky and North Carolina look flipped over. But no, I'm not.
While we're talking about North Carolina, oh, Kentucky, Tennessee. I was gonna say I know there's like Clarksville, Kentucky. I was curious. I should have known that Fort Campbell. I'm an idiot. Anyways, I was gonna ask, Anoman, you're in North Carolina. Are you? I don't know if it's coming that way or not. Are you gonna be affected any by the big snowstorm that's coming through? And if anyone's else not heard about it, there's basically like a blizzard pretty much coming through the United States. I don't think it's gonna affect me where I'm at, or maybe Kentucky that much in general, besides some rain. But I know like over like Maine, New York, Pennsylvania, even. I know like the snow is supposed to be hitting them upwards of like 20 plus inches. You can get anywhere in 3 hours here. I don't think so. They haven't said anything. Okay, I didn't know if it was going to affect that way or not, and if it was, I was going to tell you to make sure to be safe, because they're literally expecting like power outages and stuff, like areas upwards of 30 plus inches of snow, if not more. That's insane. The most amount of snow. Like I remember in '94. I was born in '92, and I vaguely remember in '94 when we had the kind of a blizzard here. I vaguely remember bits of that, but like the most snow I kind of really remember and experiencing was maybe in 2015. I think we got like 12 inches of snow here, which was like whoa, but that was it. '94, You're starting your second job. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
And not to interrupt his you taking his comment, but real quick, just from being in North Carolina, I can tell you right now, man, snow's not very common.
Snow's not very common here. You probably get more snow than I ever will. Like Corbin, like okay, so I don't care. I live in Williamsburg, Kentucky. Corbin, Kentucky, right up for me, can get like the other day when we had that snow that morning. Did you guys get any snow? It was like real early. It may have already been gone by the time you woke up. It was like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning when it was snowing.
No, it snowed here in Mount Vernon, and it was actually here for a couple of days. So Mount Vernon gets snow; it stays.
Well, that one was a few weeks ago. This one was literally like 2 days ago or something.
Oh, then no, it didn't last.
Yeah, it snowed for a little bit, and like my sister and brother, my sister-in-law and brother, they live in Corbin, and they got snow like that morning. They posted pictures online, and you could actually kind of see it on the ground. And where I live at, literally 10 minutes away, well, not 10 minutes, probably like 25 minutes away, there was, it was snowing, but it didn't stick to nothing. Like I said, Corbin, London, stuff like that can get snow and can get like 2 or 3 inches, and we'll have nothing. Rain is what we'll get, and I don't know why. More southern, I guess, but it's crazy. Corbin gets hit with so much snow, and Williamsburg gets hit with nothing. You're right, exactly, Jason. That's what I was saying. It's insane that like the difference, just being that close to each other, the difference in the amount of snow they'll get. So and I lived up in northern Kentucky for a little while, real close to the Ohio and Indiana border. And when I lived up there, I mean, it was nothing to get 6, 8 inches of snow during the wintertime. But down here, now we're lucky to get a dusting.
Yeah, I think the only place that sees a whole lot of snow in North Carolina would be the mountains. Anywhere else, once every so often. Like, I was in either elementary, like late elementary or early middle school when we had like the last big snowstorm, and that since then, no, it's all been slow. It's all been light.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if there is anyone that's in here chatting with us or on the podcast, you know, I may not see you. If you are in those areas that are going to be affected by this snowstorm coming through, I hope you stay safe, and I hope your power doesn't go out. But make sure you keep in touch. If you're in the Discord, let us know how things are going. I wouldn't mind, you know, if I know anyone would like to see some pictures of it going on. I mean, it's supposed to be pretty crazy, and I think it may be starting soon, maybe even today and tomorrow. My aunt, who lives in Texas, is actually coming down to Kentucky for Christmas, and she stopped in Michigan just the other day, and it started snowing, and I think she posted a picture this morning. They got like 10, maybe more inches of snow currently there. And I'm just
already?
Wow, and you got to leave from there and still come to Kentucky. Like, I don't know if you're going to be able to make it. Kind of worries me.
Yeah, if you got to drive in that, be safe. Be
For
absolutely safe.
So I see Brax asking if I've ever been to Chain Rock. I can't say I've ever been. I know where it's at, but I've not been yet. Definitely something I want to do. Excuse me. I grew up in West Virginia, and we would have 7 foot of snow and have to catch the bus to school. When we moved here in the 80s, if we got a light dusting, they start shutting down schools and businesses. Yeah, that's true. Like, I know here where I live, when I was in school years back, we would get just a dusting of snow or maybe like an inch, and they would shut down school. And I'm just like, I can drive in this. And I'm a teenager. I don't see why people are not driving in it currently. But, you know, whatever. I feel like. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just like, I like driving in snow, but I do not trust a lot. You know, I'm a cautious driver. I do not trust other people. Like, when people get behind me, I get nervous. So I definitely do not like. The only reason I wouldn't go out is if there's other people out driving.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind driving in snow. I've done it quite often. It doesn't really bother me. But what will is like getting on the interstate. If the interstate starts getting snow on it, like actually piling up, and then you got semis and stuff around, that kind of makes me nervous. But I can still do it. But now, if they mention it on the news, everything starts shutting down. You're right. I mean, there was a joke going on down here where I live. It actually happened. We got so much rain, apparently, that they shut down school. So there's literally jokes going on here when we were younger that, you know, you could spit on the ground and they closed down school. But to be fair, I've seen areas where I live at. We live real close to the Cumberland River. It literally runs right through our town. And I've seen like it flood down those roads. Like, I've literally seen roads, like side roads off this highway that we live near, that are literally just flooded up to the main road and you can't even get down them. So I can kind of see why they probably would during that time. I just didn't realize that when I was younger. Your dad's a truck driver and has to go to Ohio. It's supposed to be hitting the Ohio. Dang, man. Well, I hope he stays safe. Let me know. I mean, just keep us in touch. I want to make sure that he, you know, is okay. I'd hate to see anything happen. I mean, snow can be dangerous, especially when you're driving. And apparently Siri thought I was talking to her. She decided to go off. That's crazy. I mean, I don't expect us to get anything. I think they said we might get some rain, but other than that, I don't think it's going to affect us any.
If not, I'd love to see some snow, though.
Yeah, I mean, I can pull up the Weather Channel, which is mostly what I use to check the weather. Thank you for another 100 biddies, sir.
You're welcome. Spreading the love.
Heck yeah. So a 10-day forecast. Yeah, I mean, some rain, like 41 degrees tomorrow, 35 on Thursday, but just cloudy. There's not really going to be any rain or anything. Yeah, I don't see us. I mean, I can see as far as like Christmas Day. Christmas Day, it's supposed to be like 40 degrees. It does say some AM snow showers possibly, but that's also like 2 weeks away. I don't know how well I trust that far out. I mean, I guess you never know.
Yeah, and Mount Vernon's gonna be rain, so probably no snow, but definitely some rain.
No, it is. It's supposed to be hitting Ohio. Oh, is it? I don't specifically know. Let me see if I can pull up where that's going to be hitting. Winter snowstorm for NYC Boston. So it looks, well, let me click on it here. So from what I can see, I don't want it to play. Current radar as of 7:57. Let me just go to the radar here. Give me just a second, guys.
Absolutely. My buddy Anna, man, he sent me a link, and man, this is actually really like he's smart, dude. Like he's got a website, and it shows like games. I get games he plays, and then like some, I guess some of his other work, portfolio software, things like that. I don't know. I guess that shows like what he uses. Or maybe what he does. Yeah, I'd have to ask him, but I'm gonna go ahead and post it in the link. But it also takes you to his Twitch as well. So he also Twitches, or that sounds terrible. He also streams on Twitch. It looks amazing.
I don't think the radar is going to show me what I'm looking for. So okay, so winter weather alerts. I don't think Ohio is going to be hit. It's mostly like I see Charlottesville, Roanoke, Pittsburgh, Washington, maybe Philadelphia, New York, stuff like that. It's going to be hit. Mostly that eastern side is what's going to be hit. Kentucky, I don't think it's going to touch. Maybe a little bit in Ohio, but not much. I guess it just depends. Let me. I'm gonna cover up you for just a minute, James. But if you can see this right here, I know it's kind of small, guys. This is the kind of area, and it looks like maybe a little bit over here it's gonna hit. But for the most part, nothing for us. So if that helps you out any about your dad traveling through Ohio. So yeah, this link you said he posted. What is it now?
Yeah, so he sent this to me, and I probably should have asked first, but I figured a little bit of publicity wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, he sent this to me, and it's like a website that he made, and you can see like it also takes you to his Twitch account.
Oh yeah, I see him there. I gave him a follow.
Yeah, so that was really awesome. Like, told you, man, this guy is the one that inspired me to get into computers and learning a lot.
That is a nice website. That's one thing I don't know how to do. I know people got those links. Like if you go to like TikTok, you'll see people that in their bio will just have a link that'll show like stuff, whatever maybe. I would like to have that shows like my maybe like Twitch and Instagram and stuff like that. Not that I really post a lot on Instagram, mostly family stuff, but occasionally it's other things.
Yeah, I'm not as good as he is, but I definitely can help you set up, like a little something that would kind of bring in some, some attention stuff. But I'd be happy to help you.
Linktree, that may be it. Maybe I just need to go look it up. You can do that for free. I definitely need to look into it.
And then to get a domain name like a .com. I bought one for Crystal's business, Whispering Owl Crafts .com. I bought that and made a little bit of made a very basic. I didn't make it, but I used Google's business website thing to start off with, and I mean, for a domain like for a year, it's only like $12. It's really cheap.
It's not bad. I've never got my wife just does through Facebook. Like she just sells stuff on there. It works for now. I mean, she doesn't like want it to be like super huge or nothing. Just she makes a little bit here and there, and I think she just enjoys doing it mostly, is why she does it for the most part. But you know, but yeah, that storm's gonna be crazy. It really is.
Yeah.
I just realized I've been sitting here randomly putting in chat uptime just so that way I could see what uptime may be, and then now I look over. I'm in my stream like manager or whatever, and I can see it just tells me over there, which is funny. Is that what you want? Let me click on it here, Brax.
Yeah, I'm checking it out too.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah, pretty much just like that. So I just need to go to Google and search like Linktree.
I think
Free.
I already followed Brax, but I'm gonna make sure real quick too.
Create a follow it. I guess you just.
Yep, I'm following Brax. Awesome. And you know what? I'm gonna go to your YouTube as well.
I think Brax don't he may stream on YouTube if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I followed him on Twitch and YouTube. So
Okay. So add popular links. Okay, so like. So I guess when you're doing this, I know this is kind of getting off topic. I stream on Twitch. Okay, I was wrong. It's someone else I know does. I get them confused sometimes.
no judgment here, man. I'm all about not judging and supporting and building up other people. Even though I may not be anywhere to promote or make anyone else bigger from a following, don't matter. I'm all for building people up and giving positive feedback and just being constructive and helping each other. Not no judgment here at all.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, heck, half of the time, half of my YouTube videos are just silent, just gameplay, and I don't even talk in them. So, no worries there.
So now I can do this.
Oh, yeah. So, man, we were actually talking about Cyberpunk 2077 earlier. I don't have it, unfortunately. I would like to get it. I probably will get it for PC. To wait for a sale. I just don't have the money. I'm actually technically jobless at the moment. But Nate here got it, and he's talking about playing it soon. So whenever he streams, I definitely will probably watch until I can get it. But even with all the bad reviews, I feel like it's probably going to be a pretty good game. Like, and that's one thing we went into. Like, reviews don't make a game, just like graphics don't make a game. As long as the gameplay is solid and fun, and you can make the best of it. Because I mean, we used to play 8-bit games, and even if there's bugs, I mean, if you've played a Bethesda games, there are bugs. As long as it doesn't necessarily break the game or like break the system or shut the system down, I find it amusing, honestly. But so I can't wait to try it.
So just looking at this, and I know it kind of going off subject. So Brax, I went in and made this this thing that like shows my like that link tree or whatever. So now share your page with flow code. What? Your flow code is direct link to your flow page in real life. Scan the flow code with your phone's camera. Can I just get a link? Or do I just post this link? I wonder if I...
Probably like your profile link.
Oh, it's right here. I got it. I'm stupid. Alright, can I edit this now?
And Brex, don't worry, man. I don't even have a TikTok, and my TikToks are bad. Oh. Then Animan says I'm retired and trying to get in onto disability, so I feel you there. I'm also jobless. Yeah, man. My joblessness came pretty quick and a little bit too unexpected and sudden. But thankfully, the company that we're with is very they're a great company. Centra is an awesome. They're actually working on they were working on trying to get us another home on another contract. So the wait is a little bit, but I do have a job coming back. It's just I have to wait till the 22nd and the 28th. And then Breck says if you play Cyberpunk, make sure not to make your wiener too big.
Oh yeah.
And then Adam says spin that mouse wheel.
Well, it's not necessarily like a mouse wheel, like for say. It's just like a small, big, large type thing.
Sure, better. So my daughter has made me a Fruit Loop, or not a Fruit Loop, Applejack with applesauce.
Huh.
There is a bug where the wiener will come out of the pants while walking around if you make it too large. Same.
Can you show them?
I showed him.
Sorry, I'm trying to set up one other thing, guys. Give me just a second. I'll be right back.
Oh no, you're fine. I'll keep talking with him while you're working. You can customize your. Man, I don't know why I'm struggling with that. You can customize your failures and stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. How much I mean, granted, I think we were talking about the customization was limited. Or no, I think that was a video I watched. Yeah, like the customization is you got some options, but it's limited in some ways. But you got your small, medium, large, and a few options there. That was a video I was watching. I thought we were talking about it. Dude, and Animan says, dude, I have a program I got off Steam where you can make your guy look like an Among Us beanie guy. Works like face rig. Wait, does that work on like video chat, or does that work on like on Cyberpunk? Because that'd be really interesting. And then Lone Wolf says, do you want the server to notify people when you go live? Oh yeah, I think he's talking to you. Maybe talking to me, or might be talking to you about in the Discord having it go live.
So,
And then,
what is it necessarily? What go live?
whenever you start your stream, you want it to go live. Just say it goes live. I don't think it. I don't think
Mine does that, like for me, but I know it's like I don't remember it.
It,
Like, you
it
gotta like
does
pay
it for me.
some. Yeah, I know, like for certain like people, but you gotta pay to have more people for it to do. But I know mine, it notifies when I go live.
Works like face rig. I remember face rig for your camera, virtual chat and stuff. Oh, okay. So so some YouTubers and Twitch people, instead of having their face on cam, they'll have a virtual character do their face and stuff. That's what he's talking about. That would be, honestly. Alright, imagine if we played Among Us and then we had our cameras up and then we had that face rig where we were the characters, the Among Us crewmates.
And that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Discord does put a link whenever someone goes live. It didn't for me, but that just may be because I don't think I'm like in the right group or something.
It's like I said, you gotta pay for it to do more than the one I'm using, anyways. You gotta pay for it to do more than one. And I don't know how to, I guess you'd say.
To have more than one person.
Right.
Yeah. And then FPS Brax says, has anyone heard of Rowdy Rogan? He's awesome at Warzone. No, unfortunately, there's like a lot. I know there's a lot of top people and like famous people that for games and stuff. I don't tend to pay attention to like the top players and stuff. I guess it's just one of those things that makes me. Okay, thank you, sweetie. My daughter's feeding me. I don't pay attention. He's 6. Wow. Yeah, man. Like watching some of those people, it's crazy. Now, granted, I would be interested in watching some of like the top players in zombies, just so I can try to get better at zombies, because that's the one of the things I've been streaming a lot lately is the new Cold War zombies, and I cannot wait to see some of the new game modes and maps that come out for that. Oh wait, he is 6 years old and he's in the top 20. Oh, I read that wrong. Wow. Yeah, if he's man, there's some people that just are amazing. I pray for the day that my daughter is better at video games than me. Okay.
All right, I think I got that done. I don't know. We'll see. But we exit off these things.
Yum. Oh,
Yeah.
it doesn't taste so good.
Oh, okay. So he's talking about Rowdy Rogan. I've heard that name before, but I don't know exactly who that is. He's in FaZe top 20. He's 6?
Yeah, he's 6-year-old.
What? Like 6-year-old? Like did you like a streamer? 6-year-old streamer playing Call of Duty? Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm
Hold
looking
on.
for it now. 6-year-old prodigy.
Wow. I bet he'd kick my butt. I bet he would 100% kick my butt. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people who are just amazing.
Born with the talent, bro. Not like me. I wasn't born with any talent, sadly. But that's his dad. His dad's in his streams and stuff, though. I mean, I'm sure if he's 6 years old, I mean, it's probably some type of like thing you have to know. You have to be like 18 when you hit like feed affiliate to be able to sign up for those taxes, or you have like your parents do something. I don't know. I'm over 18, obviously, but I'm sure that's crazy though. Got a better PC setup than me. Well, if he's that big with FaZe and stuff, I'm sure he makes a lot of money from it. So probably right. Probably makes more money than I do, and I'm almost 30. Oh wow. I'm done. See you guys.
Give up. Quit.
Let's Google it. Let's Google it. What is Roddy Rogan's net worth? It's already there. Of course, it's not going to tell me.
It probably won't, because if he's underage, it's probably a pretty good kept secret. But I'm sure he's
Could
getting
be.
paid
Yeah,
at
could be.
least tens of thousands.
I mean, it's crazy though the avenues you can go down with streaming and social media. I mean, you can. It's insane what you can do. FaZe threw him a birthday party at the FaZe house and everything. That's pretty cool though. But I've also seen some of those FaZe guys and like how they talk normal. I'm sure that kid would want to be around him all the time, or the parents wouldn't let him. I knew a girl with OnlyFans that makes $35,000 a year from her feet.
Yeah, no, man. Some of those things are crazy.
I've never done an OnlyFans, never been on it, don't know anything about it. I'm obviously married and have kids, so I won't, but I don't see the point in it. Sure, like we said earlier, if someone can do it and make money from it, by all means. But me personally, I just don't see the point in paying someone to see them naked. Like, there's websites you can do that for free on.
Yeah, and to quote one of the funniest, one of my favorite memorable quotes from Rooster Teeth, Red versus Blue. Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? Are you calling my girlfriend fat? No, dude, I think he's calling her.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah,
For sure,
Yeah,
that's a good one.
yeah. Red versus Blue it's old. It's an old classic one, but man, I'll never forget some of the jokes from it. Like, what kind of car is it? Looks more like a Puma. What in Sam Hale's a Puma? Man, I'm old and nerdy.
Oh yeah, for sure. That would be good. So classically Mac in the Discord, which is something we can go more into in a future talking about like Star Wars. I just wanted to ask. In the meantime, anyone in here, including you, James, does anyone in here watch The Mandalorian or is into it right now?
I've watched a few episodes.
Watched a
but
few. What?
Listen, I wasn't paying for Disney Plus, so
Do you have Disney Plus?
no, I don't. But the episodes I have watched, I like it.
I'm gonna have to hook you up, man, just so you can watch it if you're a big Star Wars fan. I love The Mandalorian, and I've watched them all currently. Like I'm up to date. I'm ready for this Friday's episode. They're just it's the best thing for me that I can say that's happened to Star Wars since I don't know a long time.
Definitely better than the movies, would you say?
Watch it on popcorn time. I don't know what that is. Maybe something free. I rewatch them every new episode. Oh, they're good. I mean, like I said, they're way better than the new movies. I've seen all the new movies. I went to the movies and watched the most recent one, and I was just very disappointed with it. But The Mandalorian is just it's great. They've done a great job. I mean, Disney for the most part, if you ask me, has butchered Star Wars, but that's the one good thing they've done is The Mandalorian.
Yeah. I hadn't watched the last movie in the trilogy. I did find out about the spoiler just by accident, of course. But I did not like the last trilogy. It was a huge letdown. Like the way you think it would go, then they would just draw it out, and then it would not go that way. And then they had this big character that you thought was gonna be the new evil guy, and they just threw him out in the second movie. It's not good. But Mandalorian, I like.
I can see Brack says he's never really watched Star Wars. Don't hate him. I don't hate you. I mean, you're in a different era. I mean, you're like 10 years younger than me, I think. You're probably more. So, I mean, you just didn't grow up with it. I grew up with Star Wars, so it was always something that we watched and, go to the movies and watching, like, Return of the Jedi and stuff like that, I think it was. But, like, the Mandalorian, I mean, it's just been so great. The prequels turned the biggest badass into the universe into a crybaby. Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I can agree with that. I can agree with that wholeheartedly. I hate them. I was the only person. Like, I went to the movies and watched it, and it was a lot of younger people that were there that, I mean, there may have been some that were older than me. There may have been some that also didn't clap with me, but from what I remember, I was like the only person that didn't clap in the movie theater whenever I watched it. How old are you? 20? Yeah, I'm getting ready to be 29. Coming up on my 30s here soon, but I'll be 29 in February. So yeah, I'm a little bit older than you, I think. Mandalorian, though. Mandalorian has been great.
Wait, your birthday's in February?
Yeah.
February 15th, and I am 29, dude. We have too much in common.
What day is your birthday?
The 15th, the day after Valentine's.
You don't know what my birthday is?
What?
February 15th.
What?
100%. February 15th, 1992.
February 15th, oh my.
I'm not BSing you. Like, when you said that, my heart dropped.
Babe, Nate and I
15
have the
years younger.
same
Dang.
birthday. February 15th. He was born a year after I was, on the same day. I'm older. I'm older than him,
By
but
a
we
year
were born
exactly.
on the same day.
By a year exactly.
Did we just become best friends? Yup.
Yup.
15 years younger than me? Holy crap, I'm old.
13.
I was doing a lot of things at 15. Well, 15 years ago.
Man, I don't want to draw any attention from this beautiful revelations. Like we have so much in common. Like vape, play games, same style, have same interests. But going back to the Star Wars, I know I differ. Like I do like the prequels, and I know I'm a lot different than other people because I do like Jar Jar Binks.
Oh yeah, I like Jar Jar too. He was one of my favorites when I was a kid.
But I enjoy the movies, but I definitely see where people did not like it. Especially, exactly the way like Anakin's story went. It was. I get why they did it, but the way they could have like how the story could have been told could have been probably much better.
Yeah, but I mean, the biggest thing that I have with like Star Wars and the like these movies, the newer ones, you know, when Disney bought them over, is it was shared online. George Lucas was very well pronouncing that he was very unhappy with the way they were doing them, right? The way that the movies were and how they were acting and stuff like that. And literally, what I said was that man has a billion reasons. I don't know exactly the amount, but he has a billion reasons why he has no right to be talking about it because he sold it to Disney. That's how I look at it. You're not talking on my end. I don't hear you. You're muted on Discord.
I have no idea how I got muted. That's crazy.
It's all good. Oh, now you just closed your video too. Oh, we lost him. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties, guys. Bear with us while I'm here. We'll see if we can get him back. Hey.
All right, am I back?
Yeah, you gotta share your video again.
I was like, oh no, it went down.
First technical difficulties. I had to come back for a second so I could do this. Watch.
I went to go fix the muted and it got closed out all of a sudden.
It's all good. We got you back. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened, but you know we're back.
Yeah,
Anyways,
absolutely.
what were you saying?
Yeah, like from like you know, this is from sources and stuff, but I remember hearing people say that like he had a story all written out and he had, you know, all these ideas for it, and then he just sold it to Disney. And then, you know, you're right. You know, he shouldn't be complaining the way they handled it, but I mean, at the same time, we're all feeling the same way. Like the way the stories went,
Yeah.
was like, why did they do it this way?
Yeah, that's fair. But you know, again, like I always say, though, he can shut up. I mean, I'm not mad at him. The guy, you know, was probably broke and needed the money. I heard George Lucas was losing money, but still, though, I mean, maybe he should have rewrote the contract or had something in there where you know he was still part of it somehow. Maybe I don't know if that's possible for him to do or whatnot. I'm sure Disney probably has pretty strict on their contracts and how they handle things, so I really don't know.
Yeah, I you know, if he had I mean, too, you know, they said he handed it over and they were just like, nah, he has an X-wing in his backyard.
I was just
Could have
reading
sold
that.
Yeah, yeah, he could have. He could have. Yeah, I mean, there's other ways he could have made money.
I didn't know he had an X-wing in his backyard. Like that's crazy. Wish I had an X-wing in my backyard. Hell, I'd even take one in my front yard.
Yeah.
Shared 5 more biddies. Why, thank you, sir.
Hey,
Skywalker Ranch. Oh, I've heard of that. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. But I mean, I don't know. I do love Star Wars, though. I mean, maybe not the movies and stuff. If you all like enchiladas, you should try this recipe I got. Best food. You'll have to send it over sometime. I enjoy enchiladas. But like I said, I enjoy Star Wars, and I've really been enjoying The Mandalorian. You know, I watch it as I can. Usually on either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I get to watch it. But it's really immersed me back into it, and I think they've just done a really killer job with it. Of course, you know, everyone is all goo goo gaga over Grogu, or as they call Baby Yoda, but I prefer not to refer to him as that because he's not Baby Yoda. But you know,
The FPS Brax asked, "How tall are you?" I'm assuming you.
6 foot maybe. I don't know, somewhere around there. Maybe right under. I really don't know.
Nah, you're at 6 foot. I'm 6 foot, and we stand at the same height.
Uh, he was a genius when Star Wars started. He kept all merchandise rights from day one, sold the movie rights off, but kept the toys. Oh, okay, well that's fair. I mean, I have some little bit of Star Wars like figures, nothing big. I'm mostly the Funko Pops, but that's cool. I know my father-in-law's big into Star Wars and stuff. We actually got him um, a Black Series Mandalorian Beskar armor for Christmas. I don't think he's in watching this or anything, so he won't hear that. But he collects a lot of toys, and that's some of them he does. Yeah, oh wow. Okay, Brax. All right, someone ban Brax real quick. I'm just kidding.
Nice Full Metal Jacket reference there. I see what you did there.
But yeah, he collects a lot of figures and stuff. I mean, his room, you walk in and it's like wall to wall figures, like they're in the box and everything. He hasn't taken them out. Set up. I collect a lot. Most of mine are out of the box. I mean, I have some in the box. You can see kind of back here behind me, and then I have some more over here. But mostly Dragon Ball Z is what I collect. But he's big into Star Wars, Marvel, some DC. Even gotten into like Gundams and stuff. He collects. I'm growing a mullet. You should too. Maybe if my hair decides to do it. I really don't know. I'm just need a haircut at the moment anyway. So we'll see what happens.
It's in your
Anything you
TikTok.
want $5? Who did?
Brax.
Oh, I just now saw that. I seen your TikTok. Which one? There's a few of them on there. Oh, the mullet one probably. Yeah, I talked about it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. We shall see. But I don't mean to cut it short or anything, guys. But I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to end it soon. We'll go into a few more things. We're gonna have to end it soon. I do need to go get with my family and probably eat dinner. So, any last things you want to talk about, James?
No, I think we went over a lot, and if you go mullet, you should also go bell bottoms.
I think I'm too fat for bell bottoms.
Yeah, no, I think we had a lot of good subjects. Definitely, we get to always take some suggestions for next time, just to make it a little bit easier for us since we're starting off, and then once we kind of get in the swing of it, I'm pretty sure it'll be like clockwork. But no, I think we went over some good subjects. Talked about a lot of stuff, and it's really enjoyable. I mean, we've been doing it for 3 hours.
Yeah,
So that's
I
awesome.
caught that 2 minutes ago. I was like, wow, 3 hours. I didn't realize that. Well, for everyone listening, I appreciate everyone being here, and I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I really do. If this is something you'd like to see more of, definitely let us know, whether in chat sometime or in my Discord channel that we're in. And I know, man, I don't know if you are. Feel free, hit ! Discord and join the Discord chat. I did make a podcast text channel in there, so feel free to post in there topics that you'd like us to go over. If you would be interested possibly in being in any of the podcasts in the future, let us know too. I would like to get more people in here. Not overbearing, maybe like 4 people at the max. Just talking. This is something, like I said, I've always been interested in doing, and just recently, got like literally, I just messaged James today, like, hey, would you be interested in podcasting? And then we decided to do it today. Probably off me because I was just like, hey, let's do it today. I get off at 5. But either way, definitely something I'm interested in, and I've enjoyed it, and definitely want to do more. So again, just make sure you let us know stuff you want to talk about. Post it in the Discord and let us know in chat, and be sure that you got both of us followed on Discord. I know SevenBeloved, which is James, he just posted his in there. Make sure you're following him on there. You'll know when we go live. Mine automatically does it, but he can also post his in there. If I ever decide to pay for it, it'll auto post when he goes live too. Just feel free to join us anytime. And last note, I know he also posted his charity. If you want to just support that charity, again, 100% of it goes to charity. None of it goes to him or anyone else. Make sure you go in there and do that. You don't have to. You don't have to whatsoever, but he would appreciate it, and so would the charity. But it's been fun. I've enjoyed everyone in here talking. We got a few new followers, met a few new people. I really enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, no, you're fine. If you can't donate, just share it with friends and family.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, even if you can't donate, just share it. Say, anyone that that can even spare $1, just like, hey, I watch these guys. and they're doing a charity for the Red Nose Day Foundation and through Think Miss 2020, and spread it out.
Yeah, yeah, and I know Braxton. You told me before you were young and you donate, do all this, whatnot, whatsoever. I mean, it's not, it's never. I'm just messing up my hair like crazy for y'all. It's never like recommended that you have to at all, like sub, donate money, anything like that. It's awesome if you do. I appreciate everyone who subs to me. Even if you're using Amazon sub or paying money, either way, it really means a lot to me. But it's not. You don't have to. Just you being here talking is support enough. Last thing I did see, No One said Yu Yu Hakusho series is coming to Netflix. That is awesome. I haven't watched that in a long time. I watched it when I was a kid, but that's epic. Would I allow what? Could you do mine that way, Lone Wolf? Oh, so you're trying to go? Okay, yeah, I forgot I made you that. Yeah, Lone Wolf, if you can make his auto post and stuff in there too, that's fine. Just make sure they're posting in the live channel, the live alerts. Make sure it's posted in there. I don't care one bit. You can have Brax's, mine, his, whoever's you can get, post them in there. I mean, that's fine with me, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, James.
I was just say, there's a couple things I was gonna say now. I can't remember exactly what I was gonna say. Yu Yu Hakusho. I love that show. I was actually just watching that the other day. I introduced my
Spirit
wife
Gun,
the
baby.
other day. Spirit Shotgun! And then my daughter wanted me to show y'all her picture.
Oh, look at that. That's cute. She drew that herself?
No, she had me draw the outline of the deer, but she
Colored it?
colored it and detailed it.
That's pretty cool.
And
Good job
I
to
was
her.
doing it over here on stream.
They said
job to
good
her.
job.
That looks good. Well, guys, again, thank you everyone for tuning into the podcast. Stay tuned for podcast number 2 coming soon. Maybe even next week, if not sooner, if we can work it out and get time to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and cut stream here. Unless, well, I mean, I could. Do you guys want to raid anyone? You guys want us to do that? I mean, I'll let chat guide it right here. We can do a raid if we want.
Yeah. Actually, hey, if you guys don't mind, I have my cousin who I stream with. He's streaming right now. We could rate him. I'll post his thing real quick.
Yeah, just give me.
I want to show him a little bit of love. And I'll probably be streaming here in a little while. My daughter wants to watch Lion King, so we'll probably watch Lion King first, and then I'll probably be on later doing some more zombies on Cold War.
You're good.
And then,
Well, I got the raid initiated. We're gonna go raid Lil Vapa 420, I guess it is. Show them some love, guys. Let them know who sent them. Let them know that SaiyanVapes and SevenBeloved sent them. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you in the next podcast that we do here soon. Stay tuned.
take care. Thank you. Cool. That was awesome, man. I enjoyed that. How about you?